So I think tomorrow I'm just gonna go to work, get access to it, and then go back in. Oh, I think we're live. What up, boys?
Oh, your job heard, my man.
Well, listen, I'm going in just for that because I'm dying. What up, Glenn? What up, Chris? Fuck Hello
What
Kitty though.
scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck is playing that music? It's my phone.
Oh man.
There's a video, myself?
Yeah, that's the video I was watching.
No. No.
I had to tell you, dog. I wanted to text you right then and there, but I was like, I'm about to talk to this fool. It's gonna be easy.
Oh my god.
Not bad, fam.
Nah, it's cool. I ain't different little man, dog.
Oh man. I don't think. What up, Lil Apple? What's good with you, man? How you guys doing? How you guys feeling after that whack ass game? Albert, what up? Man. No, Angel, well, I don't know, man. I don't know about that guy anymore. He's supposed to be on, but who knows? George, you end up going home straight after the game?
I went to go get food.
Yeah.
I went to go pick up Aria from grandma's house and then went home.
Went home.
Yeah. But
Same.
once I got home, my nose was stuffy. I had a fever. I was dying, man.
Yeah, I was dying after like 30 minutes, so I had to go upstairs and fucking try to get some air.
I was with you, remember?
Oh, yeah. Like, I was like, oof. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was a bad idea. Anna was clowning me. She didn't want to give me medicine when I got home. Cause she's like, I told you not to go. And I was like, yeah, you're right as fuck.
And my
Monty, what
stupid
up?
ass thought it was a good idea to take my shirt off.
Oh, you took your shirt off. You smart.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Dog, I
What
don't
up,
know.
Cheesy? That's
Cheesy.
Cheesy.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not about that. I'm not about that. Well, then, how you feeling, Papa? Put in work yesterday, like always.
As always, Glenn.
Yo, that sea of streamers is fucking vicious, though, man.
Oof. That shit was beautiful.
Yeah, that shit was tight as fuck. I was about that. I was about that. You get a chance to. Actually, you know what? Fuck you, Jeremy. Fuck you and your tea. Yesterday. What up, Big Will?
Hey, Will, you should be studying, my man. What's up? I appreciate you on here, though.
Damn, you drinking, though?
Ooh, Monty.
What you drinking,
Damn,
dog?
Monty.
Me?
Yeah.
Apple juice.
That was just. I was like, oh, what you sipping on, though?
Come on, dog. Sober free, baby. I mean, I'm sober.
Sober
dog.
free, yeah. Sober free, I
Sober
bet.
free.
Sober free, I believe that.
Nah.
Go be my
Alcohol
son.
free, baby. I'm a changed man.
Psych as fuck.
My Sandrini dead, dog. Oh, I wish I had some Pedialyte right now, dog.
And this is not because I'm hungover or anything. I'm just sick, y'all. I haven't been able to
Dehydrated.
eat well.
Hey, Romo, you on Xbox? If you're on Xbox, I might add you to the chat for foot that we have. Only if you're on Xbox.
Hey, for Monty, you tripping, though. I like Pontius. But
I don't
Pontius
know,
over at
Monty.
Tuna?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Pontius over Alvarez for sure.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we'll get into that. But
Hey,
just
Cheesy,
little,
you died? What you die? How'd you die?
like,
Oh, you didn't see?
died
You didn't
or-
see Cheesy's video? That fool's at the show, and some fool's wearing a Leva jersey that's playing. For just fucking walks up to him and just flicks him off
Oh,
and shit.
I did see that.
Oh
actually.
yeah, I seen that. I seen his
Well, there, what
homegirl
up?
go up to the same man.
Yeah. Roman PS4, you trash.
Yeah, dog, Romo.
I
That's
might,
elementary?
might not add you to the chat, Romo. might not. You don't need our help though, fool. Figure it out like everybody else.
Like George. George is.
Like,
I'm still trying to
George.
figure it out, yeah.
Fool, we've been
Legit
trying to
like
help
George.
George for like a week and a half, and it's like we've hit a wall, dog. Like we.
Nah, I'm okay. Nah, I be
Oh
drunk.
well, no, you're right. You beat Germs. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's hilarious.
I'm ready though. Let's make this about foot right now. I'm ready for that weekend league this weekend.
Are you?
Nah, let's make this
Yes.
about fantasy football.
We can talk about that too.
Nah,
We'll
I don't
talk
want.
about
Nah,
it.
that's no jab to Rudy. It's more jab to you.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, wait. Should be a judge to me.
Nah. Listen, respect. I respect you, my opponent. You're a higher opponent, but you know,
Fuck me.
Yeah. Oh man, see, that's why I don't want to bring it up, my man.
Yeah, listen. So going back to foot, I took day off, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna get on foot a little bit, right? I hopped on, got on my desk, and started playing. Dog, and I just couldn't focus. I was just like everything was mad blurry. I was like, fuck this. I ended up playing Volta for like 4 hours though. No, there he is.
Oh, I have not touched any
I
other.
haven't.
code in
Yeah, I
FIFA.
haven't tried Volta at all.
Volta's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's something to do. Like when if you don't want to like fucking sit there and like if you don't want to sit there and actually be like super focused and super stressed about shit, you just want to kind of just play around. It's cool.
The,
Hi Evelyn.
does it
Hi,
have
Angel.
resemblance to FIFA
Hi.
Street?
Yeah, yes, it's something similar to it, but not necessarily FIFA Street though. Like FIFA Street is goat.
FIFA Street was a baller ass shit.
I
Dog.
love FIFA Street. That shit was
Yeah.
sick.
For no gang, is that your fantasy football record right now? Was that
Damn.
My fantasy football record is 4-0.
4-2, right? Yeah.
My shit's the opposite. Dog. 0-4. What it do, baby?
But Angel on some bullshit though. He got the cheat code.
Nah,
Hey,
he
listen.
called it though.
Angel
When
got
he
the
saw
cheat
his
code.
team, he was like, "Ooh, my team is sexy," and he was right.
Nah, it's just a cheat code though.
Okay.
It's just a cheat code.
I'm
No
probably
team
get.
can
I'm gonna
open
probably
the
get
phone.
one win this year in fantasy football. It's gonna be against Angels team. Watch. When the
That's
Chiefs
probably
are
accurate though.
on bye,
Okay.
because Mahomes is.
Do you have him
legit.
that week?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you
That's
knew.
Nah.
Yeah, whoever has him that week, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's dope. That's dope.
Listen, I'm not the one that let Patrick Mahomes fall to the 5th round, so
You took a quarterback in the 5th round.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not knocking on your choice. Not anymore. At the time, I was like, that's early, but I'm not
Yeah.
knocking on you. You need something.
for Mahomes, huh? Okay.
Did I
That's
say
right.
I'm not knocking on you? Did I say I'm not knocking on you because it's paid off? Fuck.
He just wants to talk about his team, guys.
yeah.
Oh,
no, I don't
still
have-
sick,
listen,
mama.
Have you? I can't even talk shit in the chat because it's not even fair. Like I'm beating everyone's ass.
We
Ass
get it.
whoopings.
We get it. You got
It's
Mahomes. We
funnier.
get it.
It's funnier when you start losing and then you're like, damn, I fucked up, huh? So we're just waiting for that. To be honest with you, because it happens every year.
Who'd you draft? Antonio Brown. That was
That's
Rooney.
not true.
Huh?
Rooney.
Rooney drafted.
That was
AB?
only 1 year.
Tell me how many times you won the championship.
Just as many times as you have.
Exactly.
And me too. So I ain't even feeling that bad anymore.
What it do, baby?
What it do, baby?
Six from the stands for sure. No, that's how it is. Six from the stands.
it's accurate.
Hey, Chris.
Somebody didn't get the glasses memo. Angel, go get some fake glasses, dog. We're all wearing hats, and you're the only one missing the glasses. Go get some glasses. Get some
Well, I'm
fake
wearing a
glasses.
different hat too, so
It's all
I'm wearing a
good.
bucket hat. So
So put your sunglasses on then.
Ah, okay.
No, just kidding. Don't put them on. No, just kidding. Don't do all that. That only happens when George is drunk.
Hey, what you eating? That should look good.
Grilled chicken.
That should look bomb. It looked like an empanada from my angle.
We got
No,
that-
you know what? I'm sorry. No, you know why? Está empanizado por eso. Never mind. I just realized it's yeah, pollo empanizado.
Angel got the SMR going on with the chewing sounds. Just get closer
I got
to
the what?
Yeah.
SMR.
Hey,
ASMR.
Jeremy, who gives a fuck, dog? Kawhi is the
Hey,
shit, dog. What it
We
do,
don't care
baby?
about Kawhi. We don't care about the Rams. Fuck Jared Goff is LAFC ass too. Fuck that team as a whole, my man. We
I have
lost
fun.
over here.
Not Todd Gurley.
Oh, that's true.
Not yet. Oh yeah, Todd Gurley's the man. Well, that's why he sucks this year though. Just like that.
Mike, did you see? Did you see his touchdown? You tripping? bro.
Finally.
He had 2 touchdowns against me, and I still won.
There we go.
Watch yourself again, huh?
See how he brings that shit back around to
We talk about the weather, be like,
fantasy?
oh yeah, that's why I'm wearing a muscle shirt because it's hot outside. Or if it's cold, be like,
First
damn,
weekend it was cold.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Or maybe it wasn't cold. Maybe I'm just dying. Maybe I'm
Nah,
dying.
it was cold. It rained over the weekend, no?
Yeah, it did on Saturday. On Saturday.
Chill, Karina, my roots.
I'm officially retired from dancing. So
Cumbia
I don't know.
Masa passed away.
when I'm unretired, Cumbia Masa might come back, but that's very unlikely. We're at like negative odds over here that that man is dead. Masandrini is dead.
Oh man, that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. That was the first time after a game. Well, actually, you know what? Because the game was whack as fuck. As soon as the game was over, I just wanted to get home, though. It was the first time I felt like the stadium was far away, just because I wanted to be home so bad. I was so done, dog. I was so fucking
Yeah.
done. I was like, let me go home, please.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, I'm
You know what's
sorry.
funny? That's exactly the same way I felt Sunday,
Yeah,
just trying to
fucking-
get home.
Fucking at the airport. You were there. How long were you there for?
I'm gonna say a good 6-7 hours.
Why
It
were you
would've-
there so long? What happened?
Fuck
Did you have
me.
got like a standby flight?
Yeah. All right. Well, so let me tell you what happened then. First things first. In the morning, I had a standby flight. I woke up at 5. Luckily, my mom lives like 15 minutes, 10 minutes if that, like 10, 15 minutes from the airport. Basically, it's like 10 minutes, nothing. So I woke up and then I got clear, so I don't have to make the fucking line and go all the way to the front. I got there like from when I woke up, from when I showered, till I got to the airport. 30 minutes. Get to the gate. I wait, and I didn't make the flight. My flight was supposed to take off at 6 in the morning, 6:15 in the morning.
What time you get to the airport?
Like at 5:30 morning.
And you didn't make it to the.
Damn, for real, you didn't make it?
Well, no, because you're on standby. If you're on standby,
Oh.
the way it works with United is, if there's empty seats, and there were no empty seats though, no empty seats. So luckily, because I got there so quick, I had my mom like, yo, they were barely getting on the freeway, so they came right back, picked me up, went back to my mom's, knocked the fuck out. Woke up like 2-3 hours later, had breakfast, watched football. Then my sister took me to the airport around 2 or so. So from 2, and this is Mountain Standard Time, so that would be 1 here. So basically from 1 p.m. here to about 9:30 p.m. here, then my flight finally took off. That's how long I was at the airport for.
Fuck that.
So I got to watch football at the airport. I got to watch the Galaxy at the airport. Got to drink at the airport.
Dog,
It was
like
good.
I hate that shit. When I got stuck in Denver, I was there for 8 hours. No, I was there for 6 hours, and that shit was the worst ever. Like I just hated life. I was like, let me go
Shout
home.
out to Anna for that.
Shout out to Anna for that. Yep.
Listen, but I can't complain. I paid $60, 70 bucks round trip.
From to LAX or to Vegas?
Round trip? No,
From
from
LAX?
LA to Salt Lake City.
Nice. I thought you were in Vegas. 'Cause I saw your pops there, so I thought maybe you took off from Vegas.
Oh no, my dad drove before the game.
From the game. That's
This is the
tight.
actually first game that he ever goes to go to.
Is
the
away game? That's tight.
Yeah, like he actually went for the game.
That's
Like,
dope.
I think was it last year or 2 years ago. He happened to be in San Jose, not San Jose, but Stanford, I think, for work or whatever. Not Stanford, but close to there to Palo Alto. So I guess technically
Yeah.
that kind of counts. But we weren't
I get it.
together. He was like on the other side type of shit, and he came over to say hi, but that was pretty much it. But this time he actually came over for the game, sat with us and shit like that.
That's tight.
Yeah, yeah, she was tight. My mom was there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, my mom was there with her kids. Yeah.
You
She was
fucking your sister held you down, huh?
Mm.
I see you guys are out everywhere in our
Yeah,
stuff.
this holy shit. I didn't. Well, even she didn't know she had the hookups like that. She doesn't really go out. Dog, her friends out there connected.
Yeah.
I didn't pay for shit while I was out there. Like every time I went up to the bar, everything was taken care of.
Is that Mormon culture though? You know what I mean?
Listen, I don't know. Like,
Hey,
I was like,
listen.
Whoa,
So check it out. So check it out. I know you said I think was it like last week that you're looking for new religions?
Yeah. I
Can I ask
think
you
I'm
something?
about to be a Mormon.
Can I
Dog.
ask something? Was this a Mormon retreat?
Yeah.
Was it a Mormon retreat? Because that's my theory
think-
right now.
Woo.
My theory is that you
Now-
went on a Mormon
now that I
retreat.
think about it, yeah, because everyone I was hanging out with is Mormon as fuck.
You in a Mormon
except
retreat?
except for one of our homies, he's Christian, but even then he's like, he goes to church every fucking Sunday. So I think that's what
You
has
found-
to happen.
You found your religion?
Yeah, I think I found my religion. Mm-hmm.
That's fucking hilarious.
And they smart too,
Angel.
because anything that you drink from the tap can pass 4% alcohol.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you.
Mhm.
About
No,
the
if you
percentage
get it
of
from the
alcohol.
bottle, it's the same shit. So the Modelos I was drinking, same shit, nothing different. But if you get them from the tap, they're regulated at 4%. They used to be 3.5, now they're 4%. They passed a law recently. Yep.
Did you party with CT?
Nice.
Everyone wants to know if you party with CT.
Nah, you know what? Now that I think about it, he was supposed to invite me to Park City, and I didn't realize what Park City was until my sister told me the next day. It was like, oh yeah, come over, get some drinks with us tomorrow. We're gonna be in Park City. I'm like, all right, I'll be there. And never
Park
hit me
City?
up. Dog, turns out Park City is like the Aspen of
Salt Lake?
Utah,
Utah?
of Salt Lake City area. Yeah, it's like 45 minutes out from Salt Lake City. So it's like kind of like Aspen for Colorado and Denver. At least
fine.
that's how it was related. That's how it was explained to me.
All right, boys. Let's get this shit
Mhm.
started because I don't want to be here longer than I have to. I'm gonna hear someone get fined type of shit today.
You know why I'm here.
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 Mile supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Masa. This is Straight from the Stands.
Good evening. How's it going, fellas?
What it do, baby?
What up?
0-4, dog. What's up?
4-0, baby. 4-0. At least in the league that counts to me. And I know we have a Galaxy related one. It's like probably fourth. I'm in 4 leagues, and that's like the fourth one I care about. So, but
And
the one I really care about.
Don't tell Dave that. Don't tell Dave that. Dave's gonna get sad as fuck if we say that.
Give
out
a
loud.
shit. He kind of did that shit last minute, and nah, fuck that. If you want me to
He
talk about
gave
that
us
league
a
so
heads
much-
up prior, but then he did the draft like all last
Last
minute, and
minute,
I could
yeah.
confirm that I joined the day before the draft. So
Yeah, listen. If you want me to take your shit seriously, you have to have a serious draft where we're getting together and doing shit legitimately the way we do the league, and it's gonna be a culture and ongoing thing for. Listen, we've been at this 6-7 years.
Something like that. Wait, hold on. Before, wow, we were off to a hot start, huh?
Listen,
Wait,
I'm
what
off to
the
a hot
fuck?
start,
Like, what-
4-0, baby.
Can we?
Angel's been wanting to talk to people.
You know what I mean? All right,
Yeah,
so let me
Just wants to-
let me get some groundwork before we get into this bullshit. If I sound funny, it's because I'm sick, and if I cough into a mic, I apologize from the get-go. I think that same goes for George. We got Angel back, so I'm sure we're gonna have a lengthy discussion over the last 3 games because we haven't talked to you guys for the last 3 games. And Masa probably won't say anything. But with that being said,
that is accurate.
Except for saying that is accurate.
with that being said,
And what it do, baby?
What to do, baby?
how you guys
Funny.
doing this Monday evening?
I feel good.
Yeah, Masa, how are you doing? I feel like I haven't talked to you for a minute.
I know I miss you, buddy.
I miss you more.
I know, dog. Hey, I had a shit game on Sunday, dog.
Ooh, so peep this, right? Obviously, as a lot of people are aware, I was in Salt Lake for the game on Wednesday night. And then Friday, though, my brother my eldest brother of the 2 brothers that are out there, he didn't have school, so we want to go kick the ball around. Masa can confirm, I think in 2 weeks, I'm good to go. I think I'll be back on the field.
Yes, we need
Mhm.
you. Hey, we made
Okay,
playoffs too.
Hell yeah, dog. I'm dreamy as fuck. I've been telling you guys, dog. I'm dreamy as fuck. But yeah, so I think I'll be good to go. I think I'll be able to play already. Excited for that.
Angel, how you doing? You over your stay at the airport? You feeling better now that you're home?
Fuck. When I got home last night, you guys know I don't really do carbs or whole shit like that, right? As
Mhm.
much, but I got home. I was just so happy to be home. I took all my clothes off, just in my boxers. I want to get a bowl of cereal. I got Honey Nut Cheerios with chocolate Cocoa Puffs. Chocolate Cocoa Krispies and Frosted Flakes. 3 bowls. 3 bowls.
That's
And
your
not
go-to?
small bowls. I'm talking about big bowls.
Comfort food or what?
Yeah, comfort food as fuck. Now, it depends on what I have, right? Obviously, before, back in the day, for up to me, I'd have a few different things, but since I don't really eat cereal that much anymore, that's just what was in there because of the kids. I kind of put something together, kind of aligns with my tastes, and that sufficed.
Took it.
So, yeah, I can say I was so happy to be home. I was starving because it was only like an hour and a half or 2-hour flight. They didn't feed us for shit, and I had a beer in there. On top of that, I had at least 8 beers from the time that I
You've been there,
got to the
yeah.
bar got to my flight. So yeah, I got home and I was kind of drunk. Yeah, I was kind of drunk.
George, how you feeling? Are you a little better? Getting that
I'm-
fucking Galaxy flew out your system?
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Same. Listen, I thought about it today. I know we missed Thursday, and that was my call because I was like, I just couldn't do it on Thursday, bro. Like, I looked at myself, I turned on the cam, and I looked at myself. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. Like, that's why I even
Hey,
told you
shout out
guys.
to everyone shout out to everyone that came up to us yesterday though, and they understood.
Yeah.
Rudy and we were just talking about it. Some cat came up to us like, "Yo, you guys are human too. We understand." But a lot of people were like, "Yo, what
I'm
happened
not.
to the tailgate? What happened to the tailgate?"
Yeah,
that
man.
shit was nice.
That shit was fucked. Though. But I mean, You feeling better today?
Yeah, we were dying. Yeah, I feel better. I'm drinking as
Pedialyte?
always.
And you know
Pedialyte.
Houston's this
But
weekend,
this
right?
time it's not for the cruda. Yeah, that's why I'm drinking this shit. That's what I do.
Hell
Relax.
yeah. Hell
Let
yeah.
me. Oh, and everyone, look.
Oh, I got those too, the top ones.
No,
Get in the
no.
room.
Just the
I gotta
front.
try 'em.
Just the front. Just the front is fine.
No,
Shut-
why the back?
Shout
Shout out to YouTube. Don't. This is still PG-13.
out.
I wasn't trying to do anything.
Shout out to 1-2 Threads. We got the hat. We got the
Yeah.
shorts. You guys are fire. All right, boys. Listen, I'm
Yeah,
trying.
I got up too quick.
I'm trying to beat around the bush because I really don't want to talk about this game.
Oh shit, I'm only here for RSL to brag about that shit because I got 3 points out there, bitch. You got me fucked up.
Fuck you. Arturo got 3 points. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm happy about.
I got 3
Nah. It ain't about you.
Him and his
It's not
banner.
about you. It's about
You're sitting
Arturo.
ass, down ass, can't do shit.
It ain't about
Fuck
you. It's about Arturo and his Inglewood banner getting 3 points on the road.
Yeah.
I fucks with
Arturo
that.
and his banner got
That
the
limpia
It was the
worked.
South Central
Stay your
banner.
ass sitting
That
down.
limpia worked.
South
as
Central
fuck.
banner.
That limpia worked. I
South
fucks with
Central
that.
banner.
The Inglewood banner. The Inglewood banner and Arturo. That got
No
the
one
3
that held
points.
that South Central banner lives in South Central anymore. That shit's crazy. Your sister lives in Salt Lake. Your dad's from Las Vegas. You live in Harbor City. You need to give that shit up to someone already.
Not giving up to anyone, baby.
All
Hell yeah.
right, but let's talk about this whack ass game, though. All right, before we even go to the game, right? Before we even started talking,
Thought we
about
were
the
gonna
game,
do RSL though. Seriously, I thought we were gonna cover that really quick.
You really want to? Go for it.
Yeah, we got
Go
3
ahead.
points. Hell yeah, there, done.
I mean, listen, I'll say this much: so before this game, I had started believing Galaxy, right? Because I'm like that game. To me, the RSL game was really important for us because it kind of like put us in. It paved the road for us to get the home
It
games.
put us in the driver's seat.
Yeah, right.
To control our destiny and ended up in second place.
Yep.
Mhm.
So getting that victory, I thought it was big. Seeing them come out second half and kind of put it away after the first half that wasn't all that great, I thought it was great. So like that game had me feeling really good coming into yesterday's game. Right. And that's what I was gonna ask. Like I came in there with the full expectation of this is gonna be a cakewalk. We'll go in, get 3 points and get out. You know what I mean? And then I'll talk about this once we get into the game, but I thought it was gonna be cakewalk. What do you guys how were you guys coming into that game? Were you guys expecting the same? You guys had any
After
fear?
RSL or before RSL?
After RSL, like coming into like yesterday's game.
Oh, I felt great because I think when we first talked about the last 4 games that we were going, we said that RSL was going to be the hardest one, just because it was a way we consider it a rivalry match still, and we understand that they go all out on us. So I thought going into it, if we took out RSL, it was just gonna be smooth sailings after that.
Yeah. Angel Massa, what do you guys thinking before that?
Mata?
I thought we were gonna smash, dog. I thought it was gonna be easy, but you know,
I thought it was gonna slap the hat trick though. That's what I was banking on.
me too.
That's what we all
Me
said.
too.
I was banking on a slap the hat trick. But it wasn't the case, man. It wasn't the case at all. I mean, and here's the thing. Like I watched the highlights and I watched the game at the field, so you understand that my view wasn't always the best from the stands. And I didn't bother to look for a stream because it's on Time Warner's or Spectrum, so I didn't bother to look for a stream because I don't have it. I couldn't record it. So you guys had to back me up on a lot of details, but I mean, we go down early, 20 minutes in to Vancouver on a corner, right? So we don't concede a lot of set pieces. This year we had conceded a lot of set pieces. We go down in the corner, and the ball kind of floats all across the area. How come Lancer didn't come out and pick that up?
Fuck that.
You don't think he could have picked it up?
Hell no, that's not a lamp. All right, fine.
Lampton?
Okay.
If this
Listen,
is
that's
a
my
Lampson,
that's my
this
opinion.
is the type of
That's
shit
my
that you
opinion.
guys should be giving big on
No,
for.
no,
That
no.
was
Okay,
to me.
so- okay,
that
so
is
I
all. That was all.
Okay, the
polenta.
problem
Fuck that. That was
with
all polenta.
Lampson, if he lets the ball go, he fucks up. The problem with the Bingham, he comes out and he punches the ball directly up in the air. It doesn't get any better. But the problem that Lampson did not come out to try to attempt it. I saw the goal a couple of times. I give shit to Polenta too, regardless. It was
Yeah.
a good cross, but I think Lampson needs to come out and at least make an attempt on that ball. Bingham's not going to do any better because Bingham, when he comes out, he punches the ball directly up in the air. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, Bingham would have done a better job. But the fact that you don't come out and contest that as a goalie, you're at fault.
And my thing is why I think he should have picked it up is because where the attacker ends up hitting it, like it clears the whole center of the box, and is dropping down almost at waist level by the time it gets to the player. You gonna tell me a goalie can't take those 2 steps and pick that up? And there was no pressure in the middle. Like to me, I'll and we could disagree, and I'm fine with that. And also,
I agree with that 100%. That's Polenta, and you guys are not gonna get Polenta.
Listen.
That's 100%.
No. Wait. I wasn't. All I'm saying is, Polenta's at fault when the play develops. But to me, Lamson should have been out and grabbed that. He shouldn't ever even got to that. Once it gets there, Polenta, I don't know what the fuck happens there. I don't understand how he tries to attack it and how he loses his man like that. Like that to me is all bad. But like I say that like when I saw and I'm telling you, I didn't notice this in the game. I noticed this when I watched the recap. Like that ball floats. It's not even like a driven cross. It's like a high cross. And to me, I think it's 2 steps out, and he picks that up. Or he punches it away, he puts it in the backside, whatever you want to do with it. But the goalie could have easily, in my opinion, take 2 steps. That's all he needed to do, 2 steps out, and he gets some kind of contact on that ball. And it never develops to where it ends up being.
Really, that is accurate. That was the goalie's ball. Yeah. It's in his little box, dog. Yeah. Like, that's all you, bro.
And it wasn't even no pressure on that. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a hard-driven one or like everybody's crashing into the center of the box.
There's no one in that box. Like, even he comes out, it's him by himself. He doesn't have to fight anyone. There's no offensive player in front of him making a wall. Nothing. There's nothing there. You should come out and punch the ball out. I'm saying it again. I'm not saying that Bingham would have done any better, but Bingham at least attempts to get the ball out. And when he punches it out, it goes directly up. I completely understand that. And I think that's what had Polenta off guard, the fact that he thought his goalie was going to come out. One, you shouldn't always trust your goalie. You need to follow your man. I'm not giving him I'm not giving him an escape because Polenta fucked up. You always need to follow your man regardless of what you do. But Lamson needed to come out for that shot.
Yeah, I think so. Angel, so since you're solely blaming it on Polenta, what do you do there? Like was it him just losing his man mark and
you know what? I think
backside?
Personally, as a defender, I just think that's Polenta just a moment of losing concentration.
Yeah,
that's where my beef is with it. First of all, the forward who scored, whoever it was that scored, I don't know if it was forward, but the person that scored didn't have Polenta beat at first. Polenta hadn't beat on the angle. He hadn't beat on the inside. Polenta, that could have been Polenta all day. He could have attacked it with his head. He could have cleared it better. Sure, perhaps maybe he thought that Lamson was going to come out. Even if that is, let's say that is correct. Let's say you guys are 100% in that sense. I'll give you that. Fine. Maybe, and I'll go back to watch it because I didn't watch the replay. I saw the game. To me, that was vivid.
Yeah.
Maybe Lamson was probably out a little bit more. Maybe he could have attacked it more. My thing, one, that's Lamson's first or second game with that squad, right? You don't know what to expect, right? With Bingham, they've already been playing for a while. You know what Bingham is probably gonna do. That's why that's a bigger blame to me on Polenta. Because Polenta, you shouldn't take a fucking chance. You should attack that ball. If you didn't hear Lamson say, keeper or anything, you gotta attack that shit. You gotta attack it. And if Lamson would have came out for it and clipped fucking Polenta, I'm okay with that. But as a defender, you can't take your chance. You gotta attack it. You like you said it floated, right?
Yeah.
First of all, to me, if I recall clearly, and this is probably something I have to go back the highlight again. I remember Polenta being the bigger body and the stronger and in a better position to win that ball rather than losing at the end. I just think it's a moment of lack of concentration. And sure, perhaps maybe he expected his keeper to come out. But again, that's Lamson's first time with that squad. And lack of communication. Maybe there's a few things going on there. But as a defender, you shouldn't take your chance. You should do what your job is as a defender. If your keeper ends up taking you out, that's part of the job.
Yeah.
I'm Rudy, basic shit. Yep. I've told you before, fuck it, I'm gonna attack something. But if you take me out, you take me the fuck out. Yep. It is what it is. And we've had this conversation multiple times. And I expect you, even if I know you're gonna come out, I'm still gonna attack something. If you take me out, then fuck it. It is what it is.
Yep.
Right. But that's how I feel about that. No. At least from a defensive perspective.
And the reason I asked you, so the one thing I'm gonna contradict with you is the reason I asked you, and I'm saying this from the replays I saw or the recap that I saw and the highlights, it showed a couple different angles. When the ball eventually, when they eventually score, Polenta's position is off. It's off. It's not what I would it's not how. That's why I asked you how would you attack that, because the way it seems, the way the replay shows it, at least the end of that play, Polenta's off. He's almost stretching his leg outward, right? And it almost feels
He's
like
facing the goal.
yeah, like almost feels like if it hits him, it might go in anyways, right? Because he's like
Exactly.
not not far enough where he could push it out. It feels like if he hits contact, it's gonna go in. So to me, it feels like, and you said it first. I think there's a concentration where he loses his guy, and he just kind of beats him to the ball because it's just all bad, all bad. Listen, because I see that replay, and again, maybe it's not maybe
See, the way
floated.
I remember it, and maybe the way I remember is Polenta's facing the corner, right? And then when he strikes out for the ball, whatever he does, then that's when he tries to turn and tries to react, but by then it's too late.
Yeah,
Now I haven't
is.
seen the replay again. This is how I remember it, that moment. And listen, this was before all the beers kicked in, so I was still very. Even then, it's 4% alcohol, so I had to take like 20 for me to get really
You're
fucked
drunk.
up. But
Uh,
yeah, that's how I remember that.
and if I said floated, maybe not floated, it just had a lot of elevation to it. It was high, like you know what I mean. Where like with an outstretched hand, I feel like you grab it, right? Like that's what I meant when I said not necessarily floated, just kind of had a lot of
He's
air
pushed
behind
the
it.
ball in
Yeah.
a different direction.
Yep. Okay. So man, we started off whack, and like again, I didn't see this. I didn't see this in the. I didn't necessarily see the whole thing developed in the stands. I saw him kind of almost walk it in, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, there's no way like off a corner kick you could be that close to a goal and score a goal there. Like, you know what I mean? It didn't seem right to me. I didn't really see it, so I didn't really say that. I was like, whatever. But pretty, we answered pretty fucking quick. With Jonah being the centerpiece, and he's the centerpiece in a couple of these goals.
Heads. I let me talk about
Go
this
for
goal
it.
because I was at the bottom.
Mhm.
He was shouting to Lamson to give him the ball, and I saw the replay today. It didn't highlight that, but when Lamson, he was like, "Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball." He got it. He turned and he saw Pavon. It's like if they had that communication. That vision was beautiful, but it looked like he already knew what was happening.
Like
He
the
ran
run
down to
started.
the edge of the box. Yeah, once Jonah got the ball, the run
The run
started.
started. Like he didn't even look back. He just kind of he took the defenders back and he
Uh-huh.
ran with it.
After the goal, and but after the goal, he looked back at Lampson. He's like, and he looked at him. He's like, "Thank you." And then he's like, "Think." Like I'm seeing these plays. Like, give me the ball, and I'm asking you for the ball.
Dog,
But yeah,
and two things, right? Like so, I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that part. I didn't catch him like wanting that ball that quick. I caught it when he got the ball. He looked up and just he placed that ball, like that ball that chip ball over the defender. Pavon's first touch again. Like Pavon's first touch is stupid. It's like I don't know how to understand how he could como duerme balón, like how he's like so soft in the first touch with that much speed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we've seen it with a lot of speedy players. Like the first touch is always heavy because they're going right.
Antuna.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Antuna. There you go. This guy has a fucking like he sleeps the ball at a fast pace and it lands in front of him and then he can take off. And then man, he completely destroyed that kid on the left. I don't know who his name is, but the kid was trying to fucking who was on him. I mean, he got done. He got done by, and again, he sets up Zlatan. He sets up Zlatan was almost similar to what he did on in Salt Lake, where he kind of pushes that wing and then sets him back in the middle. Zlatan, I don't even know if that's clean or not, but the way the go went in, it kind of like looked like it took a bounce off the turf and then hopped up. I don't know if it got a deflection. I couldn't see if it got a deflection or not. But man, I mean, that's the type of goal that's the type of goal we should be scoring a lot.
Easy.
Right? Because Pavon is gonna kill anybody in that. Whoever's trying to man up him, he's gonna take him. You know,
These are things that Pavon that Antuna should have been doing a long time. Pavon and Antuna need to work together because that's what we thought that Antuna was going to provide. Granted, he had an okay game, but this is what we've been wanting. Other than the casual Zlatan volleyball, I'm sure we'll get to.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
Did we
Man.
mention that that Efra started?
oh fuck, we didn't even go through the lineup. My bad. Listen, I'm all foggy, bro. Yeah, you guys gotta catch me on that. You gotta catch me on that. Just
So
real
we mentioned
quick.
Lamson.
We
We
mentioned
mentioned
Lamson.
Lamson. On the left was Romney. In the middle was Polenta Esteres. On the right, Rolf was back. In the midfield, it was Leggett and Jonah. In front of them was Efra Alvarez.
Mm-hmm.
Corona was on the bench, still available for the 18. On the left, we have Pavon. On the right, we have Antuna. And up top, we have Zlatan. So my initial reactions obviously was what happened to Corona.
Mm-hmm.
What is he hurt? What happened?
Yeah, same. I looked at the 18 as soon as I realized it was Efra. Because you know what's funny? I saw the lineup, And I glanced at it. I was like, "Oh, it's the same lineup." And I put my phone down. I think it was you that told me you seen Efra starting. I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, yeah.
So I went back and I looked at the first thing I did was look at the 18, see if Corona was there. Corona was there. It had to be fitness, right? It had to be like he didn't recover enough from
I don't know.
RSL.
My personal thing is, I think that GBS is trying to get some confidence into the kid, just in case he doesn't feel Fabio's going to be ready in time.
Yeah, maybe.
But
listen,
honestly, and another thing that I caught from the lineup, I didn't know Bingham got hurt in RSL.
me neither.
Yeah, me neither.
I
Adrian,
just,
did you catch that? Since you want to talk about RSL,
No, I didn't see. I mean, he looked perfectly fine.
yeah. That's,
somebody told me
that's-
he had like a limp walking out the game. I didn't see that at all though. So
that's what they were
don't.
saying.
You know, they all came over. After the game ended, the entire squad came over. I mean, all one by one, not one by one, but like little small pockets. Right, he came over and they saluted the away end. And I didn't catch anything significant, at least from anyone. I was paying close attention to everyone. I didn't see Bingham walk away with a limp. If he did, then I probably missed it from my angle. But they all came over and they all seemed to be fine.
That's wild.
Yeah. Listen, maybe it was just. All right, and actually,
Maybe his body cooled down, and then it just it's one of
Hit
those
him
things.
harder?
Type of yeah, that comes out after.
I got some questions post game that I want to talk about, so I'm gonna leave that for that. But after we tied 1-1, I expected us to kind of really, take over the game at that point.
Dog, that we were on cruise control, dog. Like we didn't want to turn it up until after we got scored.
Like
on.
every single time.
Well, no,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
even.
Like,
Not
we-
even.
we
no,
turned it up,
because- Not
and
even
then it came
because
to
right
turn it
after
down.
we scored, like a minute or two after, they got to play over Romney's head. I think it is like a one-on-one with not a one-on-one, but Polenta ends up coming to cover for Romney.
Yeah.
The dude that takes a shot cuts back and gets the ball between Polenta's legs and just takes a volley that hits off of the crossbar,
You're
top
right.
crossbar, and comes
Lampson
back
got a
out.
hand on that.
I don't know. I don't know if he did. If he did,
did.
credit
Yeah,
to
he
Lampson.
did.
I didn't
Yeah,
pay
he
attention to that. But that was vivid to me because that was
You're
on
right.
Romney. That was all Romney, and credit to Polenta. I mean, sure, Polenta got done between his legs, type of shit. But that's Polenta scrambling to recover, right?
Polenta chewed him out. I don't
Yeah,
know if you
and
saw it.
to be
He
completely
chewed-
honest with you, at very first glance, I'm like, shit, fucking Polenta, what are you doing? I thought it was on him. But when they showed the replay of that, oh no, it's over. It's a ball over the lap. I mean, over the top for their right winger, basically the person that Romney's supposed to be covering, and Romney just was got no man's land type of thing. By the time he turns around, he doesn't have the speed to catch up. Polenta's a great angle. He does cut out the angle, so he doesn't make it easy. I mean, oh boy has to take a volley shot,
Yeah.
right? And crossbar, like you guys said,
Hand crossbar.
if
Lampson.
Lampson got a hand to that, credit to him. I
Yeah.
didn't realize he got
Yeah.
into that. I thought it was all, just our luck of the post that hit the post and came back out. And I think it was, I don't know, it must have been Felster that scrambled to clear the shit out of that. But that was right after we scored, like
You're right.
a minute
Nope.
or two after.
You're right. You're right as fuck. And just some more information. Alejandro Gonzalez on YouTube says Josh Kressman said Bingham's absence was because he was tired. So might not.
I seen the pregame.
Mhm.
I was watching the pregame show. They talked about how
They
he
did
might
mention.
have he
Mhm.
tweaked his quad or something like that.
They did
I heard
that,
something
yeah.
about quad too. Something about tweaking his quad in RSO.
It was either
That's what-
Kobe. It was. I don't remember if it was Jositino or Kobe, but one of them did mention that. That's
Yeah,
that was from the broadcast.
I'll say this much, right? I hope it's not long term because I don't want to see Lampson and go coming into playoff stuff. Just don't want to see that happen. But let's keep going with this game. Listen, at 1-1, Angel mentioned it right now, and I had forgotten about it. Like they had a big chance where Lampson had a paw on that. It got after the crossboard. That could have been 2-1. But needless to say, before the first half ended, we could see the second.
It was
goal.
about Corona.
What was
What?
it about?
The tiredness was about Corona.
Corona.
Oh, okay.
My bad. I'm getting everything confused. But we could see the goal in the 31st minute, right before halftime, to go down 2-1. Man, another goal is just sloppy.
That goal was trash, dog.
So that's the one that got crossed in, header to the right.
No.
That's the one that he
That's the
almost
one
looked
where
upside, right?
Old boy's on the left hand side. He cuts slightly to the right in front of Felster. He takes a shot up. It bounces
Oh,
off
yeah.
of what looks the stairs,
Man.
and then it kind of just lands in It lands perfectly for the.
You know
forward.
what? If I want somebody to blame, I'm gonna blame Lamson. I don't get the hockey save that he
What?
tried to do on that shit. The ball was rolling so slow. As a goalie, Rudy, you're a goalie, so
Bro,
you could
you're
talk about
fucking
this.
crazy.
No,
No, fuck that.
listen.
On that
Okay,
shot, no.
let's
On
let
that
the goalie
shot, no.
answer.
Chill.
Let the
No.
goalie
That's
answer.
right. I'm gonna
Let's
tell
talk.
you.
Let's talk. Let's
And
talk
then-
about it.
and
Let's
then
talk
listen.
about it. Let's talk about
This
it.
is what happened.
Okay,
This is what happened.
I know what happened. I
The,
saw the
the
game.
forward cuts into the right and tries to bend it to the far right post. He's on the left side. He's trying to bend it to the far right. If you see, Lamson's reaction is to go towards the way where the ball is gonna go. Then it bounces off of Steris or whoever it is, and it comes back the other way. And then you see him try to react to go back that way. He's going one way, and then his body has to react to something else. By the time he tries to get there, he can't because he was going. Dog, are you serious?
So
Are you fucking?
I think
listen.
I think you're tripping bad because the ball that he hit it with the outside of his foot, and he controlled the ball inside of the box. I don't think you're talking about the same goal.
The first,
Like-
I mean, the second goal, the one that deflected.
The deflected, and then the ball bounced to the guy's foot. He took steps with the ball.
Yeah.
No,
And
he
then
didn't.
he hit it with his.
No, he
took
didn't.
step-
It-
took a
I'm
step
gonna
with the
wa- I'm
ball.
gonna watch this right now.
He took one touch.
One touch of the ball.
Lamson
Lamson
came out
came
to try
out,
to make
yeah.
a save. Exactly,
Yeah.
and he just placed it to the side.
He hit it
And-
with the outside of his.
Yeah,
foot.
yeah. It was weird. It's a weird.
Yeah,
It's a weird. It's
I'm
a
right.
weird.
I just watched the replay.
No,
It's-
yeah. Well, what do you want him to do?
100% left.
What do you
No.
want him to
What do you?
do?
I just watched the replay. What do you want? What do you want Lamson to do?
Listen,
right there, though?
listen.
Okay,
listen.
let the
I'll
goalie
say.
talk.
I'll say this right.
Let the goalie
I'm
talk.
not gonna blame. I'm not gonna blame Lamson for this one. At least in my opinion, it's not not on Lamson. It's on like all the defense because I think they were asleep. But
100%. But
But-
the coverage of the goal as a goalie.
No, you know what? It's not even the coverage. It's just his reaction time to me is super slow. Like that whole play, I think Jeremy just mentioned it. That play happened in slow motion. I expect my goalkeeper
Yeah.
to kind of sprawl a little faster than that, right? Like
No, fuck that. If that's
No,
the case,
he-
again. If that's the
hold on.
case, then it should be on steroids for not reacting.
no,
not
the
reacting-
whole defense, the whole
training to
defense,
the
the whole
ball.
defense, the whole defense.
Nah,
Listen,
to me, I think he reacted fast enough. That's why that forward takes that stupid ass shot because
Yeah.
that's the only shot he has.
Okay,
If
listen.
Lamson does not react, he side foots that shit in. So he takes that weird ass shot because Lamson like he takes away that shot. So I don't understand why you guys are saying that he was too slow to react.
Listen,
That was the one.
Man's
That was the
doing-
one.
my
That
man-
was
my
the
man's
one.
reaction is to do a hockey save
You-
on a
you-
fucking
you-
big
you-
ass
He's
goal.
sliding
When he has
in, bro.
enough
He-
time-
What
the
do you
ball
mean?
was-
What do you
the
mean by
ball was
hockey save?
going-
time to turn.
Explain something.
You have
What is
enough-
what do you mean by hockey save? What do you mean by hockey save? Explain.
Oh my god! Listen, if you want to get to the fact that you played hockey, we get it. A hockey save is when he's trying
No
to.
one
pull out
said
a-
anything about that. I'm
trying to-
asking, what the
he's
fuck do you
trying-
mean by hockey save?
Shut the fuck up and listen. How about you shut the fuck up? He's trying to
Oh,
extend
shit.
his leg out. He's trying to extend his leg out. That's a hockey save. My man, his knee is down, touching the floor, and he's extending his leg out.
yeah.
When he could easily, when he has more, he could reach more. He covers more of a ground if he throws himself to the left. That's a hockey save.
Listen, what I'm not even like I'm not gonna like I said I'm not blaming Lamson for this one, right? Because I think the defense just slept. Like the whole defense just like did not react to like anything that happened.
I'm not saying
Right?
it's Lamson's fault, but I'm saying he could have saved the ball better.
Yeah,
he could have
no.
attempted better save.
I think he did what he had to do.
I think
Because if
it's-
he doesn't drop his knee in the middle, then they meg him.
yeah,
Or they go
And he,
first post. Or they go first post.
and he leaves his foot out to try to cover as much as he possibly could without giving away his first post.
like,
And he gets there
And
fast
that
enough.
ball-
He
and that
gets
ball
there
went
fast
so
enough. He gets
What happened?
there fast enough, obviously, to make the forward take a stupid ass shot like that.
yeah. And that, listen, just to confirm, this is the one that it was almost offside because the other guy almost touched it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But he
like, I said,
didn't,
like
yeah.
yeah, my whole thing with this, right? And I'm like I said, I'm not blaming Lamson for this. The way his movement to me, his movement, like, and I'm not saying whether his movement is right or wrong. I'm saying his movement just looks mad slow to me. You know what I mean? That's my thing. Like when I see this play, like it just like I think we see Bingham in this play. I'm not sure he saves that. I don't think he saves that. But like I just see him move faster, or any other keeper that I see, like it just moves faster. Like to me, Lamson just looks slow in his movement, like in his reaction time looks like half a second slow to me. My opinion, right? Like, and we could disagree with that, and I'm okay with that. I just, and this is watching the recap, not necessarily on field, but recap. I just he seems slow to me. But again, like,
I think it seems
I-
like that because the
I-
ball rolled in super
Yeah.
slow. But I don't think it was him.
I think from the
getting there
time
Listen,
that,
let's
for
disagree.
me, look,
slow.
let's disagree with
yeah,
this.
me relooking at the replay, the guy Lanton came he came towards the ball. He had enough time to come towards the ball, and he's going out like this. So I feel if you're coming out like this, your initial reaction shouldn't be to stretch out your leg. If you're coming out like this towards the ball, you have the capability to throw yourself down to the floor. That's just my thought.
Dog, he took out the angle of the first post. He covered his between his
He's
legs.
running out like this to the
Okay,
ball.
all right.
When the
I
ball
guess.
gets
Dog,
shot,
you're fucking
he
tripping
takes
on that
3
one.
steps. He takes
Can
3
we-
steps towards the ball.
Can-
You know,
Fucking
can-
tripping on that one.
can-
No,
can-
you're-
can we-
You guys are all tripping on that
Can
one.
we agree
Fuck
to
that.
disagree? Can we just agree to disagree? I'm okay with disagreeing.
I gave you guys the
I'm
first
okay.
one. I agree. I saw the replay, and you're right.
Let's-
Like you're right.
listen,
Even
can we
then, I don't
disagree?
think it was a floater.
Let's-
It was.
let's disagree. Let's
I'm
disagree.
rewatching the play.
Let's
too.
disagree. Let's
I thought
George.
We'll disagree.
George,
I
let's
know
move,
that.
let's
Angel's
move
right.
on. Let's move on. Let's disagree.
1,
Let's
2,
move on.
3.
Move on. Listen, this is not even the worst of it. Let's move on because this is not the worst of it. Let's just move on. Oh,
Terrible.
this is not the worst of it. Let's move on. Listen, we go into half 2-1 versus fucking Vancouver, bro. And a game that we're not looking all that sexy. We're not looking like any other games prior to this. Like we're like slow,
Mind you,
sloppy.
Vancouver's already eliminated.
Vancouver has nothing to play for.
Nothing.
Nothing.
They were playing like to see what was coming next year.
Listen, and at this point, actually no, even at this point, all the results because I forgot, it might have been E-Man or somebody was telling me about the other results happening, and we're like clear take off second place, as long as we win this game, right?
Yeah, we'd have been in first by a point.
The second.
Not easy, by a point. We would have been in first by a point.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if we win, we second place, right? And this is against
Yeah,
Vancouver.
it's on us. Yeah, it's on
This
us.
is Vancouver. So George convinced me somehow to go live because I didn't want to go live. He convinced me to go live. And we did a shit
Hey,
shit
shout
job
out
at
Big
it.
and Base.
We did a shit job at that. Bring up had Limbar's glasses because my face is still looking like shit. But we go live and I'm still feeling confident because I said we're winning this 5-2. I think that's what I called at the halftime, and I'm like, because I seen what we did in RSL, and I believe that RSL is a much tougher opponent than Vancouver was. So I figured we could come back in second half and score 4 goals, right? Because it was 2-1 at the half. At halftime, guys, right? This is how I'm feeling at halftime, right? And again, it might have been the fever kicking in, or whatever the case was. But I mean, I was feeling confident at halftime. And sure enough, we come in the second half, and second half didn't start off with fireworks. It didn't start off the way with us super dominant. At least not in my opinion. I think we're super dominant in the second half.
At halftime,
How are you feeling?
I was asking to get effort off the field. He's
I agree.
obviously not ready.
Yeah.
He's talented as shit, but he's not ready for first team. At least not this
Not
late.
this first team, and not this first team, because these guys are our first team right now. At least from the midfield and up, they're playing at a different level, and he can't keep up to that level. Listen, at a point, I forgot he was on the field, and I was about to like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Leggett? You're going back to being the Leggett of old. Like, why aren't you attacking? But then it clicked, like, oh wait, hold up, what the fuck, Leggett's. I'm
he's
tripping.
behind.
Like, it's just because I kept thinking that Corona was in there playing defensively. That's why I wasn't seeing him, and the judge is out of place. I'm like, oh no, it's just fucking Efrain.
Yep.
He doesn't belong here right now. It's just levels right now. At least right now. I don't know if it's with the introduction of Pavon to the squad that just took everyone's level to 3-4 notches up, right? Because even Antuna has been playing well lately.
Look at Leggett.
Yeah, Leggett been playing well lately. Efrain, a waste of space. Honestly, might as well be playing with 10 men. To be honest with you.
Let's. So I got a question after we finish wrap up the game. I have a question
We have
about
plenty of questions on him.
Oh, do we? Okay, so I'll save mine because
yeah,
maybe we might talk
yeah.
about that. But yeah, listen, I've been saying he's been a disappointment this year because he was the one that was out of our kids, he was the one that was supposed to shine this year, and it's definitely not been the case. Araujo is definitely the better team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So disappointment, and yeah, I'm with you, Masa. I didn't see anything, like not a spark
I
in the
thought that
first
was
half.
going to be the sub at the half. I thought the Corona
Yeah, I
effort
thought
sub
so
was gonna
too.
come on.
Yeah.
I thought I'm so happy it's halftime. Then bring Corona in. He's gonna have Leggett push up, and well, we saw that second half when Corona came in.
Well,
Instant impact.
But
Instant impact.
prior to the sub, Jonah again with a dime. Dog. I mean, he there's an angle in the replay that shows it from behind, and you see how he looks up, and with the one swift look up, he sees the run and he puts it like right where it needs to be at. The keeper, like, listen, if I'm giving shit to Lampson, if I'm giving shit to Lampson, the fucking Vancouver's keeper, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking coming out where he came out. Like that, like if he doesn't come out, that ball still gets contested by his defense.
You know what? That's a fucking hockey. No, never mind.
Don't let's not start there.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hey,
so-
hold on. We missed effort shot on goal. That's how much he sucked. The one that the goalie got the hand on.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That was like
that was
Tony
the only
Hodge-
good thing he had.
I don't recall.
The ball went into the air. Effort one timed it to
Oh,
the
you're
right.
right. You're right. I
And
was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be
goalie-
his first goal.
Only one time. The goalie, nice ass save.
Yeah, you're right. Because I was talking about how I thought it was gonna be his first time in Let's Go, but it wasn't it. Antuna. So Antuna makes that run. Jonah finds him, and heads up. I think he realizes the goalie had come out and just chips him. Like first time volley chip, and that was sexy. That was nice. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting that from him, just because of what the sour taste he left in my mouth after. Wait, that didn't sound right at all. Let's not say sour taste in my mouth. Let's say just the sourness I got after the RSL game and the missed opportunities he had. I didn't expect him to finish the way he did. That goal was nice though, man. Everything from the pass to the way he took a shot. I thought that shit was nice. Anything? No? Y'all gonna back me up or anything?
It's like me playing foot, dog. I'm the chip master.
Exactly.
Listen, yeah, at that point I had so much to say, but just because how I know the game came out, the outcome, the whole night. Beautiful, yes, beautiful play, great goal. Next, let's move on.
Again though, I'm thinking here we go.
Yep. And then cruise control again.
Okay, can I ask you, is that really how you guys felt?
Nah, I
I thought here we go. I thought
Yeah.
here comes a fucking goleada.
Yeah, listen.
As in, we were gonna fuck them up, or we were
Yeah.
gonna take it.
We were
Right.
gonna score on them. Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
score on them.
This game, to me, and obviously knowing the outcome, at this point when it was 2-2, I still didn't feel comfortable, and I was starting to feel like, oh shit, this right now reminds me of last year when we were going through that stint where we were winning. I mean, we were losing games 4-3. We lost 4-3 to New York Red Bulls. We lost 4-3 to I think it was Houston Dynamo. There was like 3-4 games, or I think FC Dallas was another, where it was a stint where we lost games 4-3 in the same type of manner. We would come back and we just couldn't figure it out, and that's how I was feeling. Like we were playing catch up, and when we play catch up, sure, it's probably, but Vancouver had nothing to play for. They just wanted to ball out, and we just were not controlling this game. I did not feel comfortable at all.
Yeah.
I was flashbacks. I was getting flashbacks of 4-3 last year. I'm like, fuck. Here we go.
I think
That's
the
how I
reasoning
felt.
of that too, because like I think to Masa's point, once we score, they start hitting quick. So there wasn't a level of like I think the immediate reaction is fuck, we scored, hell yeah, let's go. But once the game like goes a minute and two, it's like oh shit.
Yeah, look, no, and the thing too is like you're watching it on TV, right? So you're seeing more of
Which
the game
is
than we
fair,
are,
yeah.
right? Like because in the stadium, when you score, you get that rush, adrenaline rushing you because we scored,
Oh yeah, I know.
right? So
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I've been there.
and so I mean, when he scored, and then the thing is like we in certain plays we showcase the quality we have. This is so far beyond what Vancouver can handle. Every time they score, I figure like, okay, we got it now. We're gonna run through them now, right? Because we are such a better team than they are. Again, we all know what the score ended up being. So, yeah, whatever. Can I ask a question? Do you guys recall if Zlatan's goal that got called offside was before or after they scored on us?
It was after.
It was after, so they scored on us again before. Somebody remind me how.
Oh wait. You said no, 'cause that was gonna be the 2-2.
Oh, that was gonna be so. It was before even the our
Yeah,
goal.
so it was before. I think if I recall, it was even before our goal. Yeah, because that was gonna be the 2-2.
Yeah, and that was listen. I thought it was because when I saw it from I was the second half. I was on top of 121 because I couldn't breathe, so I was just chilling by the fucking rail. And I thought that was a goal, right? And I was like, okay, here we go. That's two for Zlatan. The golden boot, you know what I mean, is there. Let's go, and then it gets called back. How bad
You
was?
see the replay?
Yeah,
He
how
was
bad?
off.
How bad was
Oh, okay.
offside?
It was.
Well, he was
off,
outside. Yeah, he was clearly outside.
Easy.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. There's.
Oh,
there's
Dog, fuck, I forgot that
The
penalty on Pavon in the first half.
The Pavon penalty.
Oh.
Fuck, I thought
Dog.
about that right now.
Did
I
you
didn't
guys
see
see
it.
the
No,
replay?
no.
I saw the
Dog,
replay.
Talk to me.
Dog,
Talk to me
clear
about
as
that.
day,
He
dog.
took him out.
Yeah.
Dog,
Pavon was getting cracked this game left and right that they were not calling. There was another one. He was
This-
driving the ball. There was 2 players on him. He cut both of them, and the guy left his foot out. And Pavon got clipped. Nothing.
listen, Rudy.
And took it to VAR, dog.
Talk-
and
talk-
they didn't.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that because I didn't watch the replay. I don't have Spectrum, so talk to me. I didn't
So,
know, I didn't catch it in
this-
the field.
Remember we had the conversation about Colorado a few weeks back, and I told you what my issues were,
Mhm.
and he talked about it. Well, listen, we had the whole game, blah 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 blah. And I said, you know what? That's fair. You're right. 80 minutes in, there's no reason why we should depend on those calls that far late, especially when we had chances. Blah blah blah. This was 10, 15 minutes into the game. Into the game. It's a clear
I
and
don't know, I
obvious
missed that.
foul.
Yeah.
Clear and obvious foul.
He's coming in.
They
He gets
supposedly,
clipped.
they supposedly go to VAR.
They did.
That is the type of shit that I'm saying. Like, that, what is the point of VAR then? Because the ref didn't go back to look at it. They, whoever was at the top decided that it wasn't a foul.
Oh,
I don't know
shit.
where.
I gotta look at
in
that.
the right fucking mind. It was terrible. You probably
was
see it in the
bad.
extended highlights. You'll probably on the extended highlights on the MLS app.
Yep.
It was bad.
Yeah.
That's
It
a
was.
legitimate. It was a legitimate penalty. Anyone that says it was not, or says, well, he didn't get clipped, what are you watching?
He got clipped,
I gotta
dog.
check
That
it
fool, that fool makes a defender. He
Mhm.
makes the run in. He makes a defender, and when he makes a defender, the defender clips like I forget.
He's running. He follows through with his run and he clips him.
Yeah,
he
he
clips
clips
him, he's
him,
falling
and
through with his
Pavon
run.
goes down. Like he
Yeah.
can't stay on his feet because he's going full speed at that
He
point.
took his leg unders from him. Yeah, exactly.
And
I didn't catch that.
they didn't call the pen, and it's like yo. And then I'm like, all right, VAR's looking at it, and I'm thinking like,
We're gonna call
all
it
right,
right now.
it's a penalty, dog. And then they didn't call it, and I was like, what the fuck? Why? Like I didn't understand why. That shit got me hot, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I didn't catch
It's
it.
bad.
I didn't catch it, so
Really,
I gotta
it's
go
bad.
back and see it.
It's really bad. It's bad. It's
We
I
could
can't
have
believe I
built
forgot
up.
about that shit, dude.
and
That
that's
got me hot.
again, that's the type of shit that to me it bugs the shit out of me in terms of we haven't heard anything about it since. We don't know what happens to the refs in this case.
Yeah.
What the fuck's the point of VAR? I don't get it. Like I legitimately don't understand. I don't get
I
it.
think that's once every game for the last 3 or 4 games that we ask what the fuck about VAR.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, might as well just get rid of it. It's dumb. It's stupid.
Yeah.
right. Somebody talk to me about the third goal. Remind me how the third goal was.
Mm.
I don't
The third
remember.
goal was down the right flank.
Well,
Pavon was. All right, go ahead.
Well, the way it happened, it technically started on the left-hand side, so they rotated the ball, right? And then they kind of put a through ball all the way to the far right to their right winger. Pavon did what he had to. He chased the fucker down. He tried to slide for the ball, but the right winger put in a cross in the air, basically into like the penalty box, to the penalty spot area, between Polenta, between Steres, and somehow still their forward got to it and headed it in
Oh!
bottom left, opposite end.
Yeah.
And
I have a question.
I hope no one has anything to say this is on Lamson, because this is not on Lamson at all.
No.
I'm just saying.
This one is Steres.
Yeah. Ooh, I think it's on both, big time. So if in this I recall, so if you see, Feldscher follows the player that's in front of Polenta, all the way in the back on the opposite end you have who is it, Romney covering the guy that he has to cover. So those guys are fine. Your 2 center backs have to worry about one guy. Polenta's on him first, right? And then once at the top of the 18, once the players started going deeper within the 18, Polenta loses this guy, completely loses him. However, he's still in fucking sight of Steres. Steres notices that Polenta lost his fucking mark, and Polenta doesn't do shit. Steres doesn't do shit to attack the ball or to try to defend the play.
No.
Question.
Yep.
Question about the play prior to the goal. How long was the ball in our end of the half when they were switching the ball from side to side?
Shit, that I don't remember, but I recall that probably Jonah maybe could have made a play to it. Listen, we were shifted too far right.
No, but I think unpopular opinion. I think Pavon needs to be helping out his defense. The
Well,
fact that he sprinted back for that ball. Listen, like I said, unpopular opinion. I already took out all my argument with Angel. It's just agree to disagree type of thing. I think Pavon needs to be a little bit closer. I don't think he needs to be making those sprints that fast enough. That means that's too there's too much space because the way he sprinted well back. The fact that he made the effort, I'll take it. But that just means that there's too much space between you and granted, if we were attacking and he was coming back, that's completely fine. I don't remember the play. That's why I asked how long was the ball in our half.
I'll say, listen, I'm gonna recap this by using Full Monty's comment on YouTube. Right, he says, as the near side center back, you need to cut off the near post ball. Polenta stopped, and he not necessarily stopped, but I agree with this a lot. Right, even if you don't know who's behind you, I think Polenta can make a play to. He can make exactly. He can make a play to that ball. He can get there before the defender does, but he kind of just jogs towards it. Like he doesn't go after it.
Yeah.
Right. Severus doesn't do enough to get in front of the man. But listen, how many times have we seen this play happen to the Galaxy, where the attacker goes in between defenders and for a cross?
Yeah, it's
not
a
new.
consistent thing.
It's not new.
It's consistent.
You could.
George, I get what you're saying. That's
Mhm.
that could be fine, fair if you want to put it that way. We don't have to argue about it. To me, we're talking about two center backs, big
I
center
get
backs.
it. Yeah,
We're not
I
even,
get it.
We're not even talking about little center backs. And one, Polenta, a player that we give credit for his awareness, for understanding what things. That's twice to me in this game that he lost concentration and cost the goal. Because as much as I would like to say Steris should have backed them up, yes, absolutely. But what you just said, and to me, I mentioned earlier, right? Polenta was his man. That was his man at first. Lost his man, didn't follow the run, and didn't attack the ball.
Yep.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And that's 3-3. No, that's 3-2.
No,
That's
it's
3-2.
3-2.
That's 3-2. 3-2 again, bro. Again, I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on? I couldn't when I was in the stadium. I couldn't explain what the fuck is going on. It just didn't make sense to me. How are we down? How are they answering every single time we punch them? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how is it still standing with us?
Because we were on cruise control. I'm telling you, bro. Especially the defense looked like they were chilling. Like, oh, we made playoffs. Fuck
Listen,
it.
Yeah, but not what I expected the guys to come out with. That's why I'm tripping out, right? Because I don't expect them to come out that way. That's not what I expected from them. Not what I wanted to see from them. Yeah, man, and it goes like this. We have some subs come in. We have Joe Corona come in.
My bad, and I was wrong. So Zlatan's goal came after the third goal. So that's why I was thinking that it was a tying goal. It was a tying goal,
But it was
the third goal.
That's what
My
it
bad,
was.
not the second. It was the third one. So I just saw it right now. Yeah, but
Okay.
so it would have been 3-3 then. It
Within-
would have been 3-3 then.
But we had some subs come in after a goal with Joe Corona coming in for Antuna. We had Shelby come in for
Romney?
from Romney.
Didn't Shelby come in before Corona?
No,
Yeah.
no, it's Corona first.
No?
Corona.
No, Corona
Oh,
first.
Corona first?
Corona,
Okay.
Corona 65th, Shelvik in the 71st, and Pontius in the 82nd minute, in for Felcher. Man, there was nothing really like I can't. And again, listen, my mind is foggy from being sick, so if I'm missing stuff, please, hop in here. But I don't really remember anything anything of any great threat happening until Pontius got in. Pontius got in and scored. Did something happen? Even if it did, like I said, back me up here.
A lot
Okay.
of back crosses, dog.
For that I think it was a lot of bad crosses.
Rolf?
If in this,
Yeah.
yeah, big time.
Oof.
Listen, Rolf,
Yeah.
my dog. I like him defending. Going forward, he can put a cross of his life depending on it.
This game especially, like
He's had some moments, but I think
Yeah,
it's
a
worse.
few,
It's
but even
worse
then-
than better.
this game was bad, bro. This game was like, go for Angel.
He couldn't get it. He
Once
couldn't get
Corona
it
come in-
over the first defender. Dog. That shit was annoying. as
Angel,
fuck.
you know who was at the game that I wish would have played right back?
Sean Franklin.
Yeah, he was at the game.
Sean Franklin only had one good cross or two in his entire career with the Galaxy. He was just as bad in crosses.
False.
Here we go again. Go back
It's
to
not
episode.
false.
Go back to episode what?
Pico.
Here, what is that episode?
That was 2 years ago already. when we
Yeah,
talked
episode
about
like 7 or something like that.
Oh yeah, it was like 7. Fuck, that's old school shit. Damn, fuck, we've been at it for a while. now.
Damn, with the beep, beep.
Yeah,
in the back.
All
George's battery. Fuck.
right, back on track.
Anyways, my bad. So, yes, you asked about if anything changed when Corona came into the game. I think game completely changed. We were on them. We were on their side.
Yeah.
They weren't coming back to us. Nothing. It was all Galaxy. The thing is that we weren't finding a way to get inside the box, create our creativity was not there. It seemed that we were just trying to get Zlatan the ball somehow, some way through these attempted crosses that were going nowhere.
To
That were
to,
going nowhere.
to back that statement up, Plain Rap on YouTube just said 38 crosses this game, most this season. So yeah, there was no creativity.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
fucking fling it to the
The-
middle, see if I can get there.
Yeah, basically that was the idea. I mean, I guess they were trying to get it Zlatan to get his goals. I get it. Look, and it's a good tactic at this point, right? If you're trying to score quick and do something, if you can put good crosses, if you can put crosses that Zlatan's be able to contest,
Yeah.
maybe one, and even then I can't recall what it was. It was terrible. It was garbage. It was absolute
Oh,
shit.
there was a good one because he puts a ball,
Slightly to the right post.
yeah, and the goalie makes a good save on it.
Okay. Well, but even then, one out
38
of
crosses.
38
Yeah.
fucking crosses. So 37 bad crosses.
You're
and
not
one
saving
good
Ralph on this one, my man.
Oh yeah,
I'm not-
exactly.
no, I'm
and
not- never said that.
Bad. It was bad. It was terrible. But with that said, yes, when Corona came in, when Shelvik came in, different game for sure. It was all us on their end, all us on their end.
I mean,
that's what you wanna know.
but it's horrible, right? Because like these, like, and let's say Corona and Shelvik and stuff, right? Let's save Pontius for the goal talk. But we're talking about this is the 65th, 70th minute when these players are coming in, and that's when you wake up against Vancouver with a chance to go second place and really dominate that to your benefit. To you can hold on second place and it's on you not winning the results. Come on, like yo, like that should frustrates me, bro. Like that should just I don't know what the fuck to say about that. That frustrates me. But yeah, so for the remaining of the time when it's at 2-3 in Vancouver's favor, we're just throwing crosses. It had to be a boring game because I was bored as like again I was dying, so I might have been just dying and the game wasn't that boring. But it was just like I didn't really see anything exciting until fucking we get an ugly, sloppy, big hustle Pontius goal. Did I describe that
Yo,
correctly?
I love that
Zlatan's-
Pontius goal, dog.
Yeah, man.
Zlatan
Loved
fought
it.
with two defenders on him, headed it to him, and Pontius just bulldozed
Hustled.
his way in
Hustled.
there.
Well, but
Yeah,
even then,
bull-
how did that goal come about? Same tactic. It was a long ass ball from Polenta. Again, same thing.
Polenta.
It's a long ball. There was even no creativity. It's, hey, let's lob it up to Zlatan and see what happens. That's exactly what happened. Polenta from like the halfway line gets a long ball way up to Zlatan. Zlatan contested. I think beats one or two defenders. I don't remember what it is. And look, I'm gonna give Zlatan credit for putting the ball where he wanted to put it, and big credit to fucking Pontius for making a run and making a move. You know, just
And hustling the whole
Nick this
time.
way, you know, yeah, and staying on speed and keeping his feet moving. That's exactly what he did.
Yep. Listen,
Credit. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna knock
Well-
it. But again, how was that goal? Long
Watch-
ass ball.
Watch the replay, and Pontius is gonna make. He was starting to make the run towards Zlatan's left, I guess. So Pontius is right, and he
Basically,
looks at
Pontius is
Zlatan,
trying to make an inside run, and he
and
ended up
then
making-
he saw Zlatan like was gonna win the ball. He takes a step back, and then he runs the other way, and Zlatan finds him, dog. And then shout out to Pontius because he
Still a lot
had
to do.
defenders on him.
still
And they try to clear the ball, and instead of like leaning back or something, he just leans his body forward, so the ball like sits right in front of him, and then he finishes. Dog, that's a fucking. As much as I want to give credit to Zlatan for bringing the ball down, that's still a lot to
Pontius,
do.
Yeah,
A lot to do from Chris Pontius, and that's what
That's
Chris Pontius
awareness.
does, though.
Listen,
That's awareness of Zlatan and his tendencies. Because Zlatan, when he gets ahead of that he can't control, he always puts it to the floor in front of him so people could try to finish. And I think that frustrates him because no one ever reads that play.
And not only that, like I'll say this much, like I wouldn't hold it much against Pontius if he would have given up the play. If instead of going forward, he leans back or he just gets beat to the ball, because it wasn't an easy play. It wasn't set up in a platter for him to finish that goal like that. You know what I mean? That's why to me, like I think that's a lot of hustling for him. He had to fight for him to get on at the end of the ball, and I mean even the way his shot was a little off because he's like off balance when he takes a shot, right? Like he kind of just swings at it and gets the goal. So. Big hustle from Pontius, man. Like he really wanted that goal, so I'll take that, man. Yes, I'm saying, Joe.
What do you guys thought? And completely off topic, but I'm just thinking about moving forward, right? Because Alejandro Gonzalez here in the chat said Pani should get more minutes. To be honest, instead of having Araujo come in, he should come in more consistently.
We have a question about Pontius
Oh yeah.
going into the.
So, okay, so,
So
should we
let's
wait
save
for
it.
it then?
Yeah, let's
Okay,
save it. Let's save
Yeah,
it.
just wait.
Yeah, because I'm sure I remember what I want to bring up, and I want to get your guys' opinion on. We'll get there. We'll get
Yeah,
there. We'll
yeah.
get there.
So we scored 3-3. Well, at this point, I'm just like, fuck it, let's just hold on to 3-3. I mean,
That's what I'm thinking.
Pon-
You know, GPS don't think
It's
like that.
87th minute.
85, yeah.
But
Uh,
let's talk about. This was key to why I think we get scored on the fourth one. Jonah at this point can't run anymore.
Yeah,
He pulls something.
he
He's
didn't
just
pull
tired.
anything.
He's just
He
tired.
was cramping.
He's tired.
He was
yeah,
cramping.
He's tired.
He was cramping.
Yeah, he's tired.
Yeah.
He's tired. Leave him alone.
And,
Don't
I
say
mean,
don't say pull something.
you-
Don't hear that.
Oh, okay. He was tired.
Yeah,
you
he's
know.
tired. He's cramping. He's tired.
Dog, when he got the ball, he was limping,
Yeah.
and he had the ball in possession. But at this point, GBS always goes forward,
Yeah.
and we're at home. We're fighting for second. I'm not mad. I'm mad because we know what the outcome of the game is at this point already. We already played our chips. We're pushing forward. We want the 3 points. I'm not mad that we lost this game the way we did at the end with that last goal. I'm not mad at that last goal because we were
I'm mad
caught
as
pushing
fuck.
forward. No, I'm not.
I'll tell you why, but
I'm
go
mad.
for it.
I'm mad at the way we let the first 3 goals go in. I don't give a fuck about the last one. The last one, I'm cool with it because we went for it.
Yeah.
And we always complain, why do we sit back and fucking play for the point? We heard that shit so many times last
Thank
year,
you.
the year prior. I heard that shit so many times, and especially from everybody here. Why don't we play for the win? Dog, GBS played for the win. I'm mad at the first 3 goals. I'm not mad at the last one. The last one, we went for it and we got fucked. All right.
All right, no,
whatever,
but
dude.
listen, we shouldn't have got fucked. We shouldn't have got fucked. And
We shouldn't have.
And I'm
But
gonna
I'm
tell
saying
you why.
we shouldn't have.
I'm gonna tell you why though. I'm gonna tell you why. And this is my.
Alright.
So I've been pointing out things that I don't like about Lamson, and this right here is gonna be my
Whoa.
biggest one. And hear me out. Hear me out. Before you guys attack me. Before you guys attack me. Right. Hear me out. Everybody pushed up. Everybody. I mean, the defense line was at midfield. Right. You cannot stay in your line as a keeper if your defense is at midfield, bro. You cannot stay in your line if your defense is at midfield. And at first glance when I see the first angle of it, I couldn't tell where he was at. Right.
Watch this go real quick, cause
Yeah,
I
go
wanna
watch it. Watch
get
it.
going with-
It's the second replay. My man is in his 6-yard box when the play first starts.
Okay.
Like there's like, and listen, I'm a short keeper. I'm short as fuck, right? But every time my players push up, I'm way outside my area. When I don't have the backup like that, I'm way outside my area because a ball like that, I feel like he should have been there to contest it. Maybe not clear.
Rudy?
You know what's crazy? Hold on. You know what's crazy before you guys debate about this? The shit that we give Lamson is the shit that we also give Bingham. Bingham comes out too
Oh.
much. Bingham does this. Bingham does that. And then Lamson stays back. I'm not picking a side here. I don't have a racehorse in this race.
Mhm.
So you guys argue, but I just find it funny how if one does something, we shit on it, and one does something,
No,
we
no,
shit
no.
on it.
Look,
Like, I don't think there's.
Hold on.
Hey Rudy, so when that play comes, go back a little bit.
Mhm.
Where was Matt Lamson at?
when it initiates, he's
When
in,
it initiates.
when it
When the
initiates,
ball goes over.
yeah,
When the ball goes over,
he's
then
in a
it goes
6.
through.
He's in a 6-yard box.
No, he's not.
Listen,
He's on top of the 18.
No, he's
Yeah,
oh my
He's in the top of the
Yes, he's
18.
tracking
bro,
back.
He's
bro,
at the top
look
of
at
the
it.
18.
Look at
Nah.
look at it again. Look at
I'm
it again.
watching it.
No,
I
listen,
just watched
I
it.
watch it
He's
too.
on top of the 18.
You tripping, bro? Listen, he's at 16. He comes out and then he scoots back in. Look at it. Like when the player finally gets to like near the top of the box, he takes steps back, bro. Regardless, right? Listen, even if he's on top of the 18, then that's even worse. Because why are you not contesting that? Like that was
There was no
So
way.
you wanted to. Okay.
Dog.
yes. I
the
because
ball's
because-
over and
listen,
it's slightly
No,
slightly above the center. So
listen.
Cool.
Listen.
it's not
Where that
how
ball
it
was
is.
played through, when the ball was played through, it was maybe like 10 yards from being 3/4.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
I'm looking at it right now.
I saw it too. I saw it too. I saw it right before we got in here. I
We
saw it
could
right before.
agree- all right, now I'm
listen,
rooting in this, fellas. We could agree to disagree.
Look,
Let's agree to
all
disagree.
I'm saying, if that's the case, then maybe I'm wrong. either way though, like the way where he's at, like I honestly feel like where your defense is at and where you start off is way off, bro. Like if your defense is that high, you gotta close that gap because that gap. You gotta tell me the gap wasn't way big.
Rudy,
All right, listen,
listen.
Yeah, but
I will give you
we
that
can disagree.
100%.
We can
That
disagree.
sure,
But
he should have
the
been
gap
up for the
should
more.
the
But
gap should have been clear.
even let's say hypothetically speaking, Matt Lamson is 3/4 of that field, right? That's already high. That's really high for a keeper. He still doesn't get to that ball.
Listen,
Guaranteed.
when I saw replay, and again, I'm basing this 100% on the recap on the short recap too, all this right, and the two times I've seen it, with the two angles they showed there, that's my take on it, right? And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's fine. My point is like I
Can you guys see this? Where he has the ball already? Where the forward has the ball already? That's
Yeah.
not even that's not even 3/4 yet of the field. Not even 3/4 yet of the field when he's already getting to that ball.
where's my lapse is not even all right.
Lamson's already backing up right
Okay,
there.
all right, listen,
At that point,
listen,
he was at the top
again,
of the 18.
again,
like Massa mentioned.
again. No, he was not. I'm not. Whatever. Let's move on. I'll stick to my guns on this. To me, if your line is that high, when your line is that high, you gotta play sweeper, and I don't feel like he plays sweeper in that one. And that's all I say. Like you guys get
Look, right here. Look at where he's tracking back. You see where he's at? He's just right behind the top of 18 because he's already tracking back. Can you see that? Look at Lamson. You don't see him? He's right on the board. He's right on the line of the 18.
Not everybody's watching.
Right.
People are
And-
tomorrow not going to be watching this.
And he's already tracking back. Well, I'm showing
Yeah,
Rudy
great
because he's the one
podcast.
that's saying that
Yeah.
Lamson was not at top of the 18. That
I-
he wasn't
I
I
right
get
in
it.
the-
Listen, I get it. I get it. I
Can
get
we
it.
move on?
Agree
Again.
to disagree.
Yeah,
I had a
okay.
video too.
Yeah, exactly. Again, I don't. Yeah, your line is that high. I think you should be higher. Again, either way, I'm with Massa on that one thing that we went for it. I'm just disappointed that we had to go out that way to go for it, right? Because it's Vancouver. It's Vancouver at the end of the day. So like it's disappointing the fact that we had to throw that much out to beat Vancouver at home. Yeesh. Yeesh.
I'm mad at the first three goals. I'm not mad at the last one, to be honest, because I was mad as fuck yesterday, right? Because that game was frustrating as shit. I woke up this morning, and in my head it just clicked like, yo, we went for a win, and we got caught at the end. What the fuck? We've been complaining about this shit.
Yeah, but it's
Then why we play for a draw?
Well,
Why we play for a draw? Why we play
I'll
for a
throw in
draw?
I'll throw a different beef,
Let's-
right? A
let's-
different beef. Forget that. Listen, I like that, right? And Rudy, you know me. I'm a big proponent of, especially if we're losing a game, fuck defending anymore. Just try to attack. But at that point, we had a point, right? So we still have a point. So different, right? It's different if we're losing and go all out. I get that. Even then, I'm not knocking GBS on that. I get that fourth goal, 100%. I get it. The halftime, you see that first half, Efrain Alves has been useless. When I say useless, I mean legitimately
Yeah.
useless. if we all saw that, even if you guys saw that from the stands, how are you not making a change as a coach? He's not a dumbass coach.
No.
Like, how are you not seeing this? That to me was the biggest issue in this game. Not making that change for Corona sooner, early in the game. my
I
opinion.
just don't
No, no,
think, I just don't think that you it's a confidence thing, and I get it. As a coach, you have to understand that too. If you take the young kid out after a half, you're not telling him much either. Especially him knowing he had a bad performance, you have to give him out at least another 10 minutes. And GBS is, I think, this whole time hasn't made a sub at half, even when we've called for subs at half. So imagine being a young cat and saying, "I'm the first person that he subbed at the half." I get it. It's not a smart decision, but just as it's not a smart decision and not play for a tie, that's what he decided to do. It's not right or wrong, but it's his coaching.
It's no, it's not that. He played his chips going forward already. Jonah was hurt. You got to throw that into the equation. Jonah can't run back.
Yeah.
Jonah and Steres were the only two in the back. Polenta pushes up. He probably shouldn't have to. He probably shouldn't have, and he did. We lose the ball. They hit us on that counter. So at that point, GBS was already playing for he already subbed everybody to, yo, we're going to attack. So there was nothing you could really do. Like, we were already playing that game, and we got caught. So
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
it's not like it was. He set up that strategy before that, like, whole idea of us tying already came about. Like he had taken out Felcher and put in Pontius when we were down 3-2. Not when we were 3-3. If he would have done that shit at 3-3, then yeah, you could blame it on the coach. He did it at 3-2. He got the goal that he needed, and then we got caught again because we were fucking attacking. That's not a fucking. That's a smart coaching decision. It just didn't turn out the way it should have. It didn't turn out the way we wanted it to.
Here's I'm bringing it back to Lamson just for one quick second because Hugo Juice on the chat has the best argument to shut me up about that. He says he knows his name is not Neuer. He played to his ability, which is limited, which is accurate as fuck, right? I that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see like the sweeper keeper with that intention, like playing out because his team is out, and that's Lamson. So 100% right. So Hugo to that, you're 100% right. It's Lamson. But I wanted to see that, yeah, but it's Lamson, so I shouldn't expect that. So,
Wait, and you think David Bingham would have done that?
No. I don't think anybody. Like, I'm not. Listen, it's not about
Okay,
Bingham.
and
It's not
look,
about Bingham. It's not about Bingham.
Right, it's
I'm
not
saying
about Bingham. And
what
this is
I wanted
and
to
I'll bring
see
this up
was
later.
that.
This is the
That's what
topic I want to talk about later.
Yeah,
This is the topic I want to talk about later.
Listen, I wasn't bringing Bingham into it, and I think him saying that puts it in perspective to me because like that's what I want to see from a keeper. And then I gotta realize there's levels to this shit, right? And not everybody's gonna play
Okay,
to that
so
level.
Rudy, we have
since
at best,
we brought up
at best, we have mediocre keepers.
Yeah, listen,
At
there's
best.
levels to shit. So I
but
that
between these two mediocre keepers, who would you have on that field?
Yeah, Bingham.
Any day, David Bingham.
that's not even a question.
It's
All
clear, obvious.
right, but let's so the game we take L at home against Vancouver. Luckily though, like most of the fucking results were not too impactful because we're still in fourth place with a shot at second place depending on some of the results. So I mean, shit game, but not necessarily fucking with us when it comes to playoffs and maybe even hosting a playoff game.
I mean, we technically still have a chance at second place.
We do.
Yeah.
It depends on results.
The way the results have been going, it's been going in our favor. So let's keep a little bit more of that.
We
Right.
have to win
We
in
have to
Houston.
win.
We
to
have
win.
Half.
And it's a draw between Minnesota and Seattle because they play each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we win, they draw.
In Seattle too, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it's at, but it's them again.
Check right now.
But a draw between them, we win, puts us up in second. I think just based on wins because it's a first time breaker. Is that correct, Masa?
I believe so. I believe it's wins.
Yeah. Tiebreaker is number of wins, then goal differential, then goals for. So just that, like if we win, without putting us up at 17 wins, so we, that's that. So hopefully they tie and we win. If not,
Seattle is home to Minnesota United.
so let's hope for a draw in that game and a win for us, which I don't know. You know what I mean? Which I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. George, we have a lot of questions, and I kind of don't want to step on their toes. So I think we should go into the questions right away. So I won't have to step on anybody's toes on that. So let's do that. Let me play that intro, and we can do some questions so I can go to sleep after this.
You know what I mean? We're still fucking up big, bro. I think the scores are going to be 2-0 Galaxy.
I mean, we did better than I expected.
Fuck San Jose.
Fuck Levels FC. Fucking G's are gonna be coming on top, right?
And we're back.
Yo, man, you guys are fucking wild.
I don't know why you guys are like this.
Hey,
fucking
What's
wild.
wrong with y'all,
It took
man?
us 5 seconds to all love each other and back on the same page.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, that's funny. We need. You know what? I think we figured out how we can keep escalating and becoming like we need these little. What was it, like 5 seconds? How long? How long
Yeah.
is that thing, Rudy?
No, it's
like
less,
5 seconds.
it's less than 5.
Wow, and we got all that in less than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And now we're happy again?
Interlude.
We need to cut like a few more segments.
We
from
need
now
we need
on.
more segments.
Yeah, I think we have to do one in between every halftime. First half, second half.
All right, but
And
let's
the
get
game.
let's get into the
I was
questions.
watching the fantasy footballer I was watching fantasy footballers today on YouTube, and they have an in live studio, and I'm like, damn, that'd be dope if we were all in the same studio. After today, nah, fuck that.
We probably throw
We'll
some shit at each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right.
Listen up. Okay, never mind.
what?
We'll get to later.
What the fuck do you guys do?
Made in
This?
Tokyo,
You guys-
baby.
Matatai corrupted mind.
Oh, I think he's in the chat.
Yeah, he is. I couldn't say
Yeah.
his name either though, so I'm not
Yeah.
mad at George.
Yeah. All right. How do we lose to a team that's last place? What changes need to be made this off season?
Oof.
One, they have nothing to lose. That's not an excuse because we should have.
But we had
Sure.
something to gain though.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to find something here, but I think we talked about it. We don't know either, honestly. What changes need to be made this offseason?
It has to be defensive, man.
Yeah.
It has to be defensive. Yeah, unfortunately, because and it's crazy because obviously I already went to shit. I mean, the first couple months, my hot take about this year was looking to be on point. Now, obviously, the Steris piece is still on point and accurate, but
I can confirm Daniel Sturridge is gonna get Defender of the Year for us.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. And listen, that was
should. Easy
basically
call.
part of my hot take. And listen, obviously, I wanted the whole defense to be part of that, but
Not the case.
it
Not the case.
it
by a
has
long
there has
shot.
to be some consistency.
But my question is, who in the defense can we put? Like, if we say
Well,
this person's out, because we've always said Rolf is a good defender.
Mm.
Right, but at
Nah,
this
but
point,
Rolf
right,
is
hold on.
it's Rolf's
But
last
But
year
at
for
this
sure.
point, at this point,
Obviously,
and again, consistency. At this point, Felster's got to go because he can't do shit going forward, right? And sure, he defends well, but he's too slow to track back.
Mhm.
Romney today played just as bad as Shelvick has, right?
Yep.
So it's not like we have any improvement there on either side. The only argument anyone can have really between Romney and Shelvick is the one makes $1 million and the other one doesn't. But that to me is irrelevant because it's irrelevant. It's still within. Both are trash at this point.
Yeah.
So consistency. And to me, I'm still going to keep saying it. I still want a better goalkeeper. And it's not that I'm saying that to me, I've said this plenty of times, David Beckham's just a mediocre keeper. He can't control his back line. They don't listen. His back line doesn't listen to him for shit. He's always fighting with Steris and always fighting with Polenta. They don't respect him at all because they don't trust him either.
I don't think it's
Same way
going.
they
I
don't
don't
have
think that's a move though. I don't think it's a move. I don't think we're picking up a keeper.
Well, listen, if you're
Okay, it's a
asking
move.
my opinion, right,
Okay, it's
based
a
on
move.
what I think, you make those moves. You just keep those two center backs. You build around Polenta, around Steres, and around Araujo. Now, obviously, this game, massive miscommunication between Steres and Polenta
Lamson too.
on that. Huh?
I think Lamson has to be thrown in that bus too. Like, listen,
oh no, absolutely. I mentioned that earlier, though. I mentioned.
Yeah, I
earlier.
know you did. I know you did.
And, yeah,
I know you
yeah.
did.
But I'm talking about right now specifically for next year, right? For next year. And even then, Polenta and Steres have been the better pairing all season. Let's just say this was a bad game for Polenta in general, because I give him a lot more shit on that first goal than I do Lamson, right?
Mhm.
And that that third goal, so 2 goals. But for the most part, other than San Jose game at Stanford Stadium, other than that though, he's been pretty solid the entire season. Steres, the game against Seattle at home is probably the only game that really comes to mind that was a him game. But that's 3 games out of the entire season where our center backs give up. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
We're talking
It
about
happens.
34 games
It happens.
a season.
It happens.
3 are their problems. That's okay. I get it. It happens to the best of the players in the world.
It happens.
Right, I
Yeah.
get that. Araujo, maybe one game, also the San Jose game at Stanford Stadium that comes to mind that
But
he was shit.
it's okay with him though. It's okay. He,
Right,
he
but
got
yeah,
mistakes.
exactly.
He's
Youngster,
growing, yep.
he has to make this right. And so far for next year, I think we have a right back. So if you ask, we have to figure out left back, and if we could, pay more money for a better goalkeeper. And you guys know me. I'm okay with having David Bingham next year because even then I still think he's expensive for a goalkeeper, an American goalkeeper,
think so.
American goalkeeper. Yes, I think so.
Well, listen, but you're not
But-
you're not paying the international spot for him, right?
Well,
it's-
yeah, and that's
it's-
again.
listen,
Again, this is why I'm bringing it up. At this point now, I rather spend for a better goalkeeper because I think we
I
need
don't
it.
think so.
I think
Listen,
we haven't had.
so
listen.
here's what I say.
Sorry to cut you out.
The
If
question-
we're not going to get an
the questions?
international one, then we should. No. Then we should. If we're going to spend on someone, we got to spend on someone like a Jesse from Dallas.
Gonzalez.
Jesse Gonzalez. He's a good American keeper and he's young. But listen, he's American and we're not
Hey,
losing international.
I could confirm that all American goalkeepers are trash. So.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I'm a Massa right now. At least the current batch of goalkeepers, I'd rather keep David Bingham over any other goalkeeper that we have in the league based on money, based on age, based on his attributes.
not
He's a good
worth it.
shot stopper, yes, but can he control his back line? No. Can he command his back? There's a lot of things that are wrong, David Bingham. But for the money, U.S. keeper and stuff, I'm okay. If we give him a better defense, I think he'll be fine. I'm just saying, if it's up to me, I'd rather spend on a better goalkeeper if we could. Now, again, we don't know what the CBA is going to be like next year, right? And
Let me ask a question. Right?
Yeah.
So this won't get any longer than it has to. Would you rather spend on a better goalkeeper or a talented bench, right? Because if you look at our bench, most games, who do you really bring on, right? Like who do we have to bring on, right? Especially when
I
we
don't
get
know. That's
into
fair to
Fabio
say.
and
though. I
Drini.
don't know. I don't know. That's fair to
Fabio
say because we have
Santini.
injuries.
yeah,
Right. There's Chris Pontius,
yeah, okay.
Draining.
For how long?
Right,
Dreeny's been
Araujo.
on, right? Dreeny's been on, but let's say Dreeny there, okay. I'll give you
Well,
that.
if you're
I'll-
asking about next year,
I'll-
right?
I'll give you that. I'll
That's
give you
already
that. I'll give you
three.
that.
That's already three potential attacking players.
So you're saying, listen, you think Pontius is back?
No.
I'm not. I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying he's back.
But
We
you said
just
for next
asked you
year.
based on- no, but you're talking about the bench. If we're gonna miss a bench,
So here, so let me get to a point and not make it any longer than it needs to be. I think definitely our wing backs, maybe just even just the right hand side, or I mean left hand side,
the left side,
left side, right?
Yeah, left side.
I think I'm hoping Staten doesn't come back, and then we're gonna get shit for that. But I'm hoping Staten doesn't come back, so we have that. You know, we spend on a dope ass forward plus a sub forward, like somebody to back him up that's talented. And I want to see like real quality coming off the bench, and maybe not even the bench. Maybe it's a competition like it has been this year with Antuna and Corona and the whole midfield, right? I think this year, especially what was it against RSL? It was right going into half. It looked shitty, and I looked at the bench, and there was nobody there that I would feel comfortable bringing in that could change the game. I think we invested that. My 2 cents on
Well,
that question.
think about this. Fabio's also missing his lineup right now. Fabio Alvarez. So that's also another potential. I think when it comes to the offense, I think GBS is going to figure it out. I am having concerns about his defensive tactics, though. So that's why it's a little bit more. On
All right,
the
so
That-
the
that
changes
went long.
need to be made this
We're
offseason.
scoring
All right,
goals.
so
That went
the
long.
changes that need to be made this offseason is a defensive change.
Defensive
This
change.
took way longer
Tráigame.
than we should ever.
Diego Godín.
I knew it. Diego Godin.
Tráigame a Diego
There
Godín.
There it is. All right. Eric Bermudez says, "Why can't we handle business against sorry ass teams? We always play down to our competition."
The full Monty
'Cause
said
we-
that. Yep. The full
Because
Monty.
we sorry too, baby. What it do, baby?
The full Monty just said it too. He said we play down to competition, and that's 100% accurate.
Fuck, this has been our storyline for years, though.
Yeah. And it's
Every
years.
And it still
Yeah,
is.
for years.
Still is.
All right. Pamela Garcia on Instagram says, "Any Houston tips so we all don't die before playoffs?"
Don't go.
Nah. Water. Just a
don't-
lot of water. Just water. Just fucking water. That's all.
Listen,
Listen,
Oh, you know what?
Equal
Pedialyte
parts.
before you drink.
equal parts.
Mm.
What it do, baby?
Equal parts.
Before you drink.
Alcohol.
and take
alcohol,
a
water.
couple Tylenols also the day of
Hey,
drinking with no hangover.
I was looking at the kind of on schedule. The MLB schedule. The Dodgers play in playoffs, so we're out there as well. Like last time.
So you go Saturday then.
Yep. All right.
Mm.
It's like Mike says, who stays next year and who is released? Also, how do you feel about Efrain starting? I think we talked about Efrain starting.
No,
He's not ready. He
let-
could play with G2.
So let's talk about So I saved it for this. Does Everin fit in the first team squad next year?
No.
No.
He regressed, right? Like, or at least I don't know if he regressed. Maybe he just wasn't ready to begin with. Am I right?
He's
in saying
not. He's not, bro. He's not ready. I give him like 2 years tops, and if he's not better in 2 years, he's never gonna be ready, bro.
You know what? To me, he reminds me of a lot of a Raul Jimenez, but granted, they're very different in age and all that. But anywhere else, he'd be a starter in the MLS.
that? Raul
Who?
Jimenez?
I think you think about Raul Mendiola.
No. Sorry. Jimenez
Inglewood.
from Columbus Crew.
Oh,
No.
Hector Jimenez.
Hector
No.
Jimenez. My
He,
bad.
he reminds me more
I don't
of
know.
Inglewood. Of fucking what's the name?
Jose Villarreal.
Jose Villarreal. That's what
Yes,
he reminds me of.
I agree with you 100%.
But
We all had-
like good first starters anywhere else in the MLS. Not here
I
in
don't
the
even
Galaxy.
know about that, right? Because
I don't know.
if you remember
Listen,
Villarreal when he
Jose
started,
Villarreal is, I just saw him in Las Vegas with Las Vegas, and even then he was on the bench. So.
do you remember when he started?
Yeah.
Remember when Jose Villarreal, like when he was coming up when he was really young, like the game in Vancouver when he turned 18.
His highlight, his only
Yeah,
highlight,
yeah, like-
his
like-
Gio
like-
highlight.
We were hyped on him.
The left foot shot. That was it.
Yeah,
We were hyped on him. We thought he was gonna be better than what he ended up being, and unfortunately, I'm scared for fucking for
Efra?
Efra because Efra doesn't look that sharp, man.
I think he'll be fine.
I think he'll be fine too. And if it doesn't work out for you, there's always USL for you, bro.
well, but that's the thing, though, right? We're asking about for next year.
Yeah.
He's-
I don't think he fits.
I don't
He
think-
doesn't look. No, I don't think he fits. He's not. He's naturally a cam, but He's not a cam for our team.
Yeah.
So,
Nope.
All right,
All
let's
right.
go.
sorry.
Eve Aline says Zlatan the Boca, or does he love living in LA? I was thinking about that. I got the report on Bleacher Report. Listen, if it's fucking, it's false rumors, but I would like it if he gets an MLS Cup. Let him leave wherever he wants to
Yes,
go. I'm
yes,
straight.
yes. I want him to get
then,
an MLS Cup.
and then, but not only that, it keeps the relationship with Boca open, and I like that a lot.
You know
Who's that,
what?
Roma
I was thinking about it. The Rossi.
The Rossi went out there right now.
I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? That rumor, a lot of people want to throw it under the rug, but it could be pretty accurate. It could be something, a deal they worked out to get Pavon here on the cheap. So you never know. We don't know what happened behind closed doors, and that could have been a deal. Like, hey, if Zlatan is healthy, and we might want,
Can you
he's
imagine?
gonna go
Can you
free.
imagine Zlatan at Bombonera?
I can confirm
Oof.
that the trade is gonna be Wanchope Avila and Mauro Zarate to the LA Galaxy in exchange
I'll
for
take that.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Oh,
I'll take Wanchope straight deal.
I'll take Zarate. Hell yeah. Mauro Zarate. Oof. He nice, dog.
Los que saben,
Yeah,
saben.
es que los que saben, yeah.
Hey,
George saw a fucking documentary, all of a sudden he thinks he knows shit.
But for
And,
real though,
Angel, and how did it go? Boca San Lorenzo.
Dog, I don't know, I'm a River fan. River
Tomorrow.
is 1-0.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is fun.
Hey, no.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Because-
Next question.
All right, go for it. Yeah.
All right, next question. Ziggy, I just answered it. He asked the same thing about the rumors about Zlatan going to Boca. All right. Christian asked 3 questions.
Hookah.
Hello, Kitty Chris.
Killer.
I'll get through them quick. What is the contract status on Pendejos playing defense? So he wants to know the Rolf, Shelvick, and Dave Robney. What do we have to do to be home for playoffs? And I don't think we'll do good away. 3. Okay, yeah. So basically, what's the status of defenders, and what do we have to do? We have to be home to play playoffs, he says.
I'm basically, what's his face is gone.
Rolf
Shelvick is gone. Shelvick's
sure.
gone.
is gone. Rolf is gone.
Felster-
is gone.
Dave Romney stays. I think Shelvick and Rolf are definitely gone.
I think Rodney stays just for the fact that he can also play center back and can play left back.
And he's not that
And-
expensive. He's an American.
American player. I think he stays.
Stair stays for sure.
Mm-hmm. I think, and Felster is on an option here that they can decline, no?
Well, and they adjusted it last year after his injury, so it could be performance based for this year. So we should be all right.
Yeah. All right.
What's the
Hey,
second
what's up?
part?
Hey, one more. What's up with people, dog? I need that fool out the team too.
Yeah. Peace.
I don't know about that because that's an 18-month contract, right? So it's like this year plus next year.
Damn it. All right.
I think
Fuck
Look,
it.
for depth, I guess if he's already there, we know he's gonna ride the
He
bench.
could
But
play
what
Leagues Cup next year.
was the second? Yeah, what was the second part?
It wasn't a question. He just said 2. We have to be home for playoffs. I saw the schedule.
talk about that
so
real
we
quick?
cramped in 2 weeks. 2 continued. I don't think we'll do good away. 3 games before the final. What do you guys think?
Do you
We-
agree with that?
I don't think so. I think.
I
we'll
don't
be
think it
fine.
matters if we're home or away because we've been inconsistent at home and we've been inconsistent away. It's irrelevant
But
to me where we
to
play.
me, we have a better schedule. We have a better record at home. I'm going with what I see. I'm going with the better record. If you show me a better record at home and a not better record at away, you say which one you want. I'm gonna take home every
But it's
time.
playoffs.
Plus, you have
And that's
okay,
important though.
Playoffs are playoffs. Playoffs are playoffs. I get it. It's one game beats all. It is what it is.
I'll
If you're
see.
asking me, I want to be home.
I'll say this though, like just the way the team plays down to teams, they also could turn it up for big games as we've seen him do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for playoffs, for playoffs, I honestly think it's a coin flip, and I'm not like I once in playoffs, I think it's a different monster, and I think they'll be fine just because they show up for big games. Zlatan slows up for big games too.
All right. Manu asked, I'm pretty sure you guys answered it, but why wasn't Bingham on the bench? And then Ferd Dog follows up with saying Big Bingham should have never been benched. We talked about it. He was hurt.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, shit. MLG Cheesy 121 says, no more party mode for Cheesy. Hashtag his watch has ended.
Oh shit, what happened?
I don't know.
We're looking for a new sponsor then? Is that what we're doing?
Nah, we never give up.
Nah.
Cheesy, dog.
Forever sponsor. All right. Fern Dog also asked, I haven't heard the Mental song in quite a while. That was one of my favorite songs.
Angel
one?
killed it. Angel killed
Mental?
No, that one's still part of the shit.
it. Is it?
Yeah,
We just haven't done it.
it's still there. We just haven't done it. Pretty sure it's still there.
At Glenn, at John, rest in peace. G Bez 8. My bad, man. I always fuck up your name. Heartbreaking loss last night, and Galaxy should have stayed tied. We talked about it. GBS doesn't play for ties.
Oh, shit.
Only Galaxy News asks, who's the most handsome player on the team?
Shit, come on, Drini, baby.
Dream.
It's no question asked.
I go legit.
Listen, take that beard off of legit. I guarantee you, it's not. We're not gonna get.
But
into
he
it,
has it.
take
But he
the-
has it. But he has
Right,
it.
he does.
He's
he
handsome.
does.
He's
But
handsome.
take the beard off of.
But he has
But
it.
take
But
it
he
off
has
of
it.
Drini
But he
too,
has
and
it.
Drini is still cute.
But legit has it. So why would you take it off? It's part of it. It's part of his
Right,
style.
well, listen. But if you're asking, I just give you another reason why Drini is still the better
Oh,
player too.
dog, all the
Plus,
girls yesterday.
The
hold on,
accent. Wait.
All the girls yesterday when Pavon came to sign. Oh, Papi. I'm like, what the fuck? He's ugly. The only reason I like him is because he's good.
Listen,
Dog, everyone went crazy for Pavon.
I don't see it, and I'm not a hater. If someone
Nah,
looks like George, you're a good-looking dude. George, you're a good-looking dude. George, you're a good-looking dude.
Say it
You know,
again one more time because there's too
George,
much.
you're a good-looking
All right.
dude. Right. But come on, I don't see the Pavon thing either. I don't get it.
I don't
Like
see it.
I get everyone else. Jet, Drini, I get it 100%. Shit, Jella Van Dam, I thought he's the ultimate daddy, but listen, I don't know.
right.
My ultimate
Rosie-
daddy is Jonathan. Guapo.
Guapo.
Yeah, I think he's
What it
cute.
do, baby?
Yeah, he's
All right.
cutie.
Rosie Soma says, what would it take for our boys to have the right mentality in the playoffs to play phenomenal? I think
They got
I
it.
think we switch it up.
They
I
have
think,
it.
yeah, we have that. Yeah.
I
Almenta R121
Wait,
says, huh?
What was it? The question?
you missed it.
They got it.
Alright, cool.
We answered it. That's good. If you're Scalotto, how do you get the team to stop searching for Zlatan every attack?
You don't. As long as he's
Right now
here.
you can't.
As long as he's
right
here.
now you can't.
As long as he's here, he's always gonna be Zlatan ball. And that's why I want him up because it's never gonna change. It's always gonna be Zlatan ball.
Listen,
And
you can't
this
be
has
mad.
been-
You can't be mad at Zlatan ball. It's just the way that we approach Zlatan ball. And I think people think Zlatan ball is in the air. No, because look at Pavon. Pavon looks for Zlatan every
On
chance.
the, and he looks for him on the ground often too.
That's the difference.
hmm
But Pavon has the skill to fucking take one or two players and get space for him.
Exactly.
Right. Again, this is Pavon, right? We talking about levels to this shit. It's Pavon. Se vino Pavon.
All right. LA Galaxy Outsider says Le Garçon minutes in Houston. See or no? I don't know what the fuck
What?
that means.
Le Garzón.
Le Garçon.
Oh, le garçon.
Salud.
It's French. Stupid. Oui, le garçon. Romain Arsendini.
What does that mean?
Le garçon is if Juni's gonna be in Houston or not with the squad.
Oh, I thought he was in it.
Yeah,
But
listen,
from what I
George
from
was
what I
told, yeah.
From what GBS said at the practice, he's like, "Oh, see, Domingo contra Vancouver." My man didn't. I don't know what's up. Oh,
You know what happened? I got the 411 on that.
The man with
What's
facts.
I forgot hurt again, dog. Don't get your fucking hopes up.
You know what? I hope.
Mm.
I hope what's his face GBS is not hoping to bring him back for playoffs. Because you listen, if we talk about Drini, my man needs at least 18 games to get back into shape.
He's not gonna be a starter at all. For the
No,
rest of
never. But then that means when he comes off as a sub, when he comes in as a sub, we're gonna be like, oh, he's not adapted to the team. He's not adapted to the team. I'd rather him not just come on then.
Yeah, no, come on.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I hope he plays in Houston.
Damn it. If he's hurt again, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna cry.
Let's go.
D85 Paris says, "Why we have a lot of questions on man. We can't hurry this up. Why was the reason starting the backup goalkeeper in Efrain Alvarez?"
talked about it.
So we touched those, yeah. Rosie and Selma also says, "What can the Galaxy do as an organization to make Fan Appreciation Day way better?" You know what? One thing, I might get some hate for this shit. Let the players give the jerseys out to people, whoever they want to give them to. Don't force people on them. Because I one of the kids was asking one of the kids for the jersey, and the guys are like, I wish I would have given it to you, but they made us give it to someone else. And he's like, I didn't even know him. And he's like, I see you every game. It was who was it? Fuck, it was one of Antuna. It was Antuna actually. And the kid asked him for a jersey. He's like, I see you here every game. I'm sorry, this and that. That's the only thing.
You know what? My take on this: why even have a fucking Fan Appreciation Day?
Thank you.
That shouldn't I don't
They
like
should
it.
appreciate us all the time.
Exactly.
When we go to away games and we travel and
You
we
know
lose
what?
fucking fat ass games and you guys just walk away, appreciate us then, bitch.
It should be an event. It should be an
Yeah.
event when you come to the stadium. It's friendly appreciate. Dodgers do it. A lot of players, a lot of teams do that before the game or
You know what?
an event sort of by itself.
Superfest could have been fan appreciation.
Shut up, dog. I'm so mad they
I
don't
know,
have that.
listen, and
fucking
that's fair,
event this
George. You're
year.
right. Like last year,
Man.
my favorite event from last year, and you're right, 100%. That could have been like the fan appreciation thing, you know, for season ticket members, and people would get butthurt. Like, well, become a season ticket member then.
and my
Jonathan
shit,
Malter, Alex Merced.
and my shit is like listen, what kind of mood are these guys gonna be in after taking an L to Vancouver or last year where they didn't even walk about? Like, there's always a possibility when you have it after a game. Like, I don't like the way that it's
Be
done
smart,
now.
FO.
It should be an event separate to a game, completely disconnected from
Yep.
the game, in my opinion. But yeah,
All right.
Hold on, really quick. With that said, though, if no people have ideas, let us know. Like, you know, we talk closely to, you know, those guys, Jonathan, Alex, everyone else in the front office. We can relay the information now. If they'll do something about it, Rudy's proof. We don't know if they will, but we can relay the information, right? And we can say, hey, this is coming directly from Galaxy fans that don't have access to talking to you guys the way that we do. Here's what they want. Here's what they suggest. Can you guys make this happen, or what's realistic?
Yeah.
Right, because I'm sure they have their budgets and all the shit that they probably can do, and I imagine getting an
ability and
event.
all that.
Yeah, exactly. But at least if it's coming from other people's mouths, not us, that they hear shit from us all the time, they'll be like, look, we're not the only ones that feel this way.
All right, let's move on, guys.
All right. D85 Paris says, what playoff spot do you prefer, and should GBS rest players in the next game? I want second.
Same. If we get second, like the only, if we get second, so. And I don't know how accurate. Now you know what, I'm not even gonna talk about because I didn't do research on it. But if we get second, that means the potentially LAFC winning, like going to a Western Conference final. That would be the only away trip, and we host everything else.
That's
here.
it.
So I'll be cool with that. It also puts it in a weird situation depending on what the East does. Higher seeding, we could even possibly host a cup depending on how the East ends up falling in.
Listen, remember 2012?
Yeah.
2012,
Houston.
we were the last seeded team
Yeah.
in the West. The only possible scenario at all that we would have hosted MLS Cup was if Houston, the last seed in the East, also made it to the final.
Mm-hmm.
What happened in 2012?
That's what I'm
We
saying.
hosted MLS Cup against Houston Dynamo.
I was watching the
do,
Saints yesterday. The top three, it's New York, Philly, and DC.
In Atlanta.
And Atlanta, yeah. So it's a nice away. It's a nice little away, but still, we want it at home.
That'd be nice.
GYEPEZ 8 says, can the Galaxy beat the Dynamo? Can they? Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Will they?
Will they? Tengo miedo.
Tengo mucho miedo.
Osman 121 says, gotta love the G's consistency. And appreciation night.
Yep, that's accurate.
Yeah, right.
Back to
Yeah.
back, back to back.
Back. Yeah.
Yeah.
No
This
bola de magia's tweet this year though.
What's the anniversary for that? Oh,
That was-
Antonio has that already. I think he said.
That was.
right.
I mean,
It should have happened already, no?
no, it was season.
Nah, it's the last game of the season.
Well, season wise, it would have been last week because it's the last home game, right? That was the last home
Okay.
game. But yeah,
All right.
All right.
Gabriel Montoya. Hey, shout out Gabriel Montoya. My bad. He says that he always asks questions. And
I
I don't see
haven't
him.
seen that. You're a hater.
Listen.
That's all,
Okay,
George.
He says, yeah, it is on me. You could talk amongst yourselves about it. It's more of a topic than a question. We lost another Academy player today, according to JH985. Tell me about how much do you value bringing up Academy players more than big signings? What do you think our Academy? Why do you think our Academy has fell for the last 20 years?
Must have stopped moving your mic.
Yeah, Master, what the fuck are you doing?
Listen, I think now I'm a little more interested with DTK and GBS in organization. I'm a little more interested in it, but at the same time as the LA Galaxy, and we're always gonna buy big. So if we lost somebody else, I hope we lost it for some money and not just like on a free like we have before. But it's again it's hard. Like we I don't think it's in our DNA to rely on bringing players up as often as other clubs.
You know what? To your DTK and GBS comment, yes, but I think the only difference is this is the USA, and I don't think it's here. I don't think that the thing that they will be able to find in Mexico that they could find in Argentina is something that they could find here. Or
But-
else we would have figured something out a while ago.
But it's a big trend though. Like you see it around the MLS with they're shipping out kids to Europe, right? We lost 2 kids to Europe.
That's what they were talking about.
so like
yeah.
And that, like, that's, and I think I may have had this conversation with Masa before or Rudy. And actually, last year, I remember I wanted to talk for off season. Remind me, we got to talk about this because I wanted to talk about the academy, what the academy means, what it should mean for us, how we should use it, all that good stuff. Because I want to have a full on blown conversation. My opinion,
short answer, yep.
we should a team like the Galaxy, we should emulate what a team like Real Madrid does. Right? They have a decent academy, but they're still bringing the big stars. If you have 1 or 2 good players that are good enough to make the first team squad, you try them out. If they end up sticking around, cool. You keep them. If not, then you ship them out somewhere else, or you sell them. You sell them to their clubs. That's what we should do. We should use that money, to sell these players, get that money, and invest for other things that we may need. And
Do
just
you
keep-
think
Back into the academy. Back, you know?
and even then, the biggest example, Barcelona. Everyone talks about what's it called? La Masia? That's what
Yeah,
it's called, right?
yeah.
Messiah, whatever it's called. Other than that specific generation of, Piqué, Iniesta, Puyol,
Messi.
Xavi, other than that core group, and obviously Messi, right? Even now, how many players do they have coming up from the
Fati?
academy that
Fati?
are part of the first squad?
You haven't
Fati?
been watching,
Yeah.
apparently.
They
Oh,
got some
again,
players.
how
but,
many?
But
Like
listen,
one, right?
listen.
1 or 2. That's what I'm getting at. Even then, they're still spending the big bucks to bring big players.
But their
That's
motto,
what
is good though, right? Because even the players that you don't see at Barcelona anymore, you see them at other clubs. Like Dortmund has a couple of them. Like there's a lot of teams that feed off of them their academy and their secondary
But-
teams.
Which is fine, and that's what I'm saying.
That's-
Emulate, and
exactly.
sell these players
That's what I'm
somewhere
saying.
else. And that's
My thing to
I
that
know
is the coaching, though. The coaching is completely different. You're not going to look at the coaching that our 15-year-olds get here in LA compared to what they're going to get in Europe. You get me? So I think that's the gap. I think there's a huge gap in that.
right. But even then, within the MLS, we're still selling our players within the MLS. Now, if we get a few standouts that go to Europe, then great, we make that money.
Well, listen,
that's cool.
and that's the trend that's happening, right? We've seen it like every offseason. We see how clubs are coming in and taking young USA players to go to Germany. Germany's a big house for them, right? Like there's a lot of players that go to Germany. Again, this offseason we lost 2 players for free. So what I'm saying is, I don't think a lot of these players are gonna break out into a first team. We should be a feeder club to like other clubs, not only in MLS but outside MLS. Especially because we're in LA and it's a fucking hotbed, right? We should have fucking like just a shit ton of players getting out of the academy, going into other teams, right? And just that cycle coming back and forth. But we don't. But I think we'll see that a lot more with DTK and GPS involved. My hopes is that, especially with DTK, because he was involved in all the youth systems for Mexico, right? So I hope we see
And
that.
just to be clear on something, though, I don't want people saying that I'm comparing our shit to Barcelona and Real Madrid. No, I'm just saying
Their model.
emulate what they do.
Their
That model.
model, yeah.
Listen, if you guys think that I'm comparing, you guys are not understanding what I'm trying to tell you. It's the MLS. We're fucking light years away from
Alright.
being any of those clubs.
Galaxy Fan Talk says, is Efra a case of still too young or doesn't fit the teammate style of play? Also, shameless plug, if you're not going to Houston or coming to Vegas, come watch the game with us. We
Oh.
talked about Efra, but I mentioned that because I wanted to plug his the viewing party for Vegas.
Okay. Sorry. I said, after we talked about him, right? We'll see.
And if you're in
Galactic-
Vegas, go to Crown Pub.
Yeah.
Or no, Crown and
Crown
Anchor Pub. Crown and Anchor Pub in Las
There it
Vegas.
is, Crown and Anchor Club. Follow Galaxy Fan Talk on Twitter. You guys will get all the information there.
He's on
Do you
Instagram too.
think, Galaxians asked, do you think we should still have fan appreciation night at the last home game? We talked about that. Perfect timing. They also ask, has anyone ever gotten sick from the smoke of the flares?
No.
Nah.
They're
No,
non-toxic.
blue boogers, yellow boogers sometimes, but other than
Your,
that,
your shoes end up like masa, but other than that, no, they're non-toxic.
I'm not
They're
talking.
non-toxic smoke.
Big Will Galaxy Fanatic 13 says, why we keep sending Felcher forward, why he can't even send a cross. Frustrating to see it.
It's
Ask
GBS style, right? Like the wings.
When we talked about Felster, that his crosses, and yeah, trash.
All right.
Trash.
Chris Sandoval asked, Angel, it's a one-word thing, please. What do you dream about at night? One word.
Oreos.
I could answer that. Oreos.
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 A bed of Oreos. That's what he dreams of.
Alright.
Oreos.
Alex the Great says, "Do we continue to start Mitt Romney's cousin at left back?" He's talking about Dave Romney.
Yes.
Oh, what the fuck?
No.
No?
Yes.
That's a yes.
Nope.
You say Shovik instead of Rami?
I'm gonna say no. Yep.
I don't think
To
so.
me, Shelvick still gives us something better going forward. And as this past game was evident, Romney was just as bad defensively.
No, that's,
All right. All right. Next question comes from Rosie Zoma. Do you think we get a home game in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
I
really-
mean, listen, as long as we get a result in Houston, we have a home game for sure, right?
Yep.
It can
Yeah,
be-
because I think even if we tie Houston, we'll end up in third, right?
well,
maybe not.
fourth. I
No,
think fourth.
Fourth.
But even then, we'll still be hosting fifth.
It
Yeah.
depends what RSL does too,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, because 2, 3, and 4 host, right? And then 5, 6, and 7 are away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Aristeo Barreras says, "I feel like Zlatan's game has been going lower and lower in the past games. Do you think he will be at his best for playoffs?" I'm
I
not
don't
really-
know.
Ooh, I actually on the contrary. I
I'm
think
not
that
worried
his
about
game right now has been
Zlatan.
stepping it up again.
Like you've seen him do all those little flicks and tricks and cutting in between like 2 or 3 people.
Look,
don't know.
I agree that
looked
there was a
like,
period.
PSG Zlatan right there to me.
Yeah, there for sure was a period where I was like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with him? But at least the last, I'm going to say since Pavon coming into the mix, he's been on high.
Yep.
All right. Rudy,
No, no,
you were say something?
no, no.
All right.
I'm
Hugo Juice says, "So is it
Juice.
safe to say we miss Joe Corona in the midfield?"
Easy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Easy.
we're talking about Corona or Efra.
Well, I'm
Easy
sure
call,
that's what
right?
he's referring to, right?
Easy call.
All right. Alejandro_Stay says, "Any Saturday night pre-games going down in Houston? If so, plug us." Are we gonna do that for the tailgate, or are we gonna do that today?
Tailgate, no?
Well, there's going to be no official pregame for Houston on Saturday. That's whatever people get. Sunday, the day of the game, yes, there is going to be a pregame location. It's
Are
gonna
we
be
gonna talk
at,
about it today or on the tailgate episode?
Tailgate.
we'll just talk about tailgate because I can't remember the name of it
Yep,
right now,
for
but
sure.
I already
Alright.
have the info, and there's going to be assets all over social media.
Yep.
Ramiro says, "Was that a trap game? And if so, why did none of us see it coming?"
It was a trap game. It was a lack of effort from the team.
Yep.
It's all team. It's not a trap game.
Cruise control, baby. We chilling.
Yep. And that's all that I got. Yep, that's all that I got from the thread. So if you didn't ask on the thread, my bad, I didn't catch it. But that's where I go.
All right, boys. Good shit. Sorry for the show being a little everywhere today. I'm still not here, so I couldn't control it for most of the time. We got Angry Angel back today for a short stint. We got Instigating George back for a little bit. Masa, you talked more than I expected you to talk.
Cause y'all got me mad, dog. Fuck.
You mean the always angry Masa?
Yeah, always angry
Yeah.
Masa. No more facts. He's just mad as fuck.
He's just mad
It's
now,
because
yeah.
he stopped drinking.
Masa smash.
Accurate.
He stopped drinking, so he's mad at everything.
All right, boys. Let's wrap this up.
Hey, did we get the likes though?
We got 19. I didn't even ask for him today. It's all good. No, thank you for sticking around. It's been a long ass episode. We talked a lot of bullshit. We'll be back on Wednesday or Thursday for tailgate. We promised you a tailgate episode for Houston. Anything else before we sign off?
Yeah, I got 3 points in Utah.
Oh, yeah.
Arturo got 3 points in Utah. Anything else? No? We're done? All right, boys. With that being said, it's another episode of Straight from the Stance. I'm your boy Rudy at I'm Smarts on Twitch. I'm Smarts on Twitter. I'm Smarts on the gram.
This is Jan Defeated 7. George, follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
This is the always happy angel, the one that's now a Mormon. I changed, but yeah. Follow me at LiveItAF96 on Twitter and 80F3691 on Instagram. Oh, and check out the most recent South Park episode. That shit was hilarious.
Oh, the ice one?
Dog. Woo!
Follow Angel on Twitter at Bodega Bams. Peace, love, and Jesus.
Peace.